Yo, 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 what up, bro? What up, bro? Let me send you the co-hosty. What up, gal? Crypto gal. She's the gal, the FKM gal.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, what's up?
Shit.
Uh, accept that co-host button, bro.
All right. I never did this shit before, but I'm gonna. So how that shit work?
So you'll be able to see what I see when somebody request to speak, you'll be able to accept them. So all you got to do is click on their profile picture and then hit the speaker button, let them speak. It's simple.
All right, but
Yeah. Uh, yep. There you go. She's letting you practice.
okay, they go
Uh
request. Who's that? Request. Bam.
huh.
And then click the check.
Yep. Click her profile and then put add as speaker.
I think I did that shit.
Yep, you got it.
What up?
What's up? What's up?
I thought
We about to
I
catch a
thought this was like
vibe.
starting in like 2 hours or something. I guess I'm way freaking behind.
It's 2 p.m. Eastern time. Well, no, I threw it up early so we could just chill, kick it real quick before let the room build up before we get started and everything. Kick it with my peeps. I like talking to my peoples, even if y'all don't talk to me and I just sit here talking to myself, talking shit about y'all not talking to me. You know how I do. I see you, Patrick. Patrick at work. He probably can't talk right now, so he tuning in. So yeah, this because if we do it right on the hour, then we're gonna have to wait for people to fucking get in, and then it's like just drags it. So fuck it, just throw it up 30 minutes early, kick it with everybody who pops in. When it's showtime, and it's go time. You feel me? We just chilling. We just waking, baking, gonna catch some vibes, listening to some music today. We got no project guest speakers, but we're gonna try to make this a regular thing. There you go, Lemmy. We're gonna try and make this a regular thing either every Thursday or every other Thursday. This gonna be the vibe. The XR two code X two. It's so much shit. I got so much shit going on. It's the two code XRPL Cookout presents the Wake and Bake vibes, which we'll do on Thursdays. At this same time, and our co-hosts will be Lemmy and Kamikaze, the owner of Sonar Muse. Lemmy, the XRPL lyrical genius. You feel me? Gonna play some exclusive music that you'll hear first on Thursday nights. I mean Thursday. Fuck. I don't even smoke weed, y'all. Uh, that Thursday mornings. It's wake and bake because it's 11 a.m. my time, 2 p.m. Lemmy's time, and I think it's fucking evening time for Kamikaze because he's in South Africa. But this is the time that worked best for us, and since it's morning time for me, we call it the wake and bake vibes. You feel me? We're gonna vibe out, chill, listen to some music. Welcome anybody on the stage to the mic that may have our musical talents that want to share. And yeah, we just gonna be vibing out, chilling, and wherever the convos lead us is where the convos lead us. No project speakers, no giveaways right now. Like we just gonna kick it. We just waking and baking, talking crypto, dipto, life dough, aliens dough, whatever dough. You feel me? Because if you waking and baking, you jump through all types of conversations, right? What up, Patrick? What's going on?
What up, everybody? This actually works out. It's right on my lunch break.
Oh, so perfect. So yeah, probably by the time you get back to work, if you could still listen, uh probably start up some music a little bit. Yeah, we're just chilling right now, just kicking it, letting the room build up. Let everybody know we in here, y'all. Tweet it out, let them know we good to go. You feel me? We good to gizzo.
Yeah, anybody in the room that know anybody that do music, let them know about Sonar Muse. Let them know that we got streaming platforms on the XRPL. You can be ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna Sonar Muse is bringing our own their own streaming like the Spotify and Apple Music, Google Music's bringing that to the XRPL. We'll have that version of it on the XRPL, be able to download music and have our own playlist type shit. So I'm excited about it. You feel me? Um yeah.
Hell yeah, that space last night got me in a real music jam and vibe.
Right? Yeah, they was lit in there last night. Astros was lit. Astros was lit.
If y'all want to get into some exclusive vibes right now, y'all want to continue to talk, I could play some music while the room build up or whatnot.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Play some music because I could be multitasking while you playing music. I could be doing something else.
For sure, for sure. Let me.
While we let the room build up. We got our DJ on deck. You feel me? He taking care of the ones and twos, ones and twos. Let's go. Patrick on his lunch break. He want to catch a vibe. You feel me? Miss Gal probably out there running errands, adulting and shit. You feel me? She probably want to catch a vibe, walking through the aisles and shit, picking out cereal for the kids. You feel me? Do a little twirly whirly in the middle of the aisle. Talk about woo. Talk about woo. I'm feeling this crypto song now.
For sure, for sure. Well, shout out to
Let's
Lambo
go.
X Ace. We about to get it popping. Whoa, whoa. DJ Lemmy on the ones and twos. Let's get it. Oh, is it gonna load up? Load up.
Load up, swole up. Let's go. Swole it up, swole it up. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's coming.
Called Raw and Uncut. You know the vibes. History in the making is the roots of Lambo XA. LXA. From the stock market to the crypto wave. Crypto wave. Crypto wave. Triangular trap tsunami.
Lambo X8, flexing everything straight. Triangular trapping hard up by Section 8. LXA, soldier Lambo camouflage. Boy 8, yacht color, XRPL guy. Diamond hands, diamond man, check my drive, paint my ride. I'm about to slip and slide with your girl, she like my ride. You can't see her, the rush was trying to brush up. We went to the World Peacock, flew that Lambo like a Seahawk. Unique in the tees, my Lambo is a truck, all black, cold as ice, moving like a hockey puck. When Lambo, they all know, rest in peace, shout it low, 100 LPH, there I go, bumping that old Mexico. All the girls say whoa, 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 all the kids say that's my car. Boy, hey, dodging jets, constellation, not a star. Yeah, the Tiger Woods, take the Sam up the par, Lambo X, boy, X, XLemi going hard. Lambo X8, flexing everything straight. Triangular trapping hard up by Section 8. LXA, soldier Lambo camouflage. Boy 8, yacht color, XRPL guy. Shout out Lambo Brian. Chris is very bored. The creator's name is Ron Lambo. Shoot like Robert Ory. Call me Georgie Porgy. Kiss the girls and made them cry. Boy 8, smoking marijuana. Let the man that I can touch the sky.
Hey, you meshing two songs, bro.
All over the globe, cooking crypto, not over the stove. Mama's brown, said mama's cooking. A lot of mamas is Queen Shebas. It's women in crypto that single like ISO. 222 living at Lido. Buying the deal is cheaper than Geico. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm about to mix this shit up.
Oh, okay. You remixing it. You remixing it. Oh, okay. I was like, he playing two songs in one. All right, I hear you. I
I'm
hear you.
listening. I'm listening. Wizards, painting that yellow brick road. I'm making it big with Becky. She always showing her gratitude. Activate your tip wide. You give it, it's gonna come back to you. On the ocean like longitude, latitude. Mess with them and they gonna get attitudes. XRP agenda. All my killer women is winners. And the young universal writer's blind, but I don't write those. That was a typo. I just seen the NFT. I really like those. My juices is flowing again. Hear that boy going, you know that it's him. Cut to our cookout, you know you need friends. 1 minute crypto, it's not a trend. 1 minute crypto, you know that it's them. Technology and money combined is like a beautiful woman with a glass of red wine. These crypto streets ain't for the weak. Ladies with cold and hot wallets should be the conversation topics. We set the trend of the next thing on. Jamie, face art, XR paid out of Saint bars. Beat boot, XR purr. What's the word? Moon chaser 2020, all them coins, girl, they gon' envy. B1 been posses clearly. Shout out to Crypto Erie. X Smokey Donuts and X Mike got a wicked collabo. T from Smeckles, them hot like Keckles. Victoria from XR Doe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Help me get my first clothes on the blockchain, that's for sure. Sherry, you car, let's go get drinks at the U-Bar. I use my XRP as fast, I don't do that Bitcoin cash. Yo, P22, you know the vibe. All walking, all learning. We're all seeing XRPL what's up. Triangular trap tsunami. So many people they call my phone. I'm in the power to see the real. In my chain, baby, I'm born when I walk to the mall. If I'm a hero, X to the club. People change, you change, stay the same. I got the whole team. Everybody asking where I'm at. Even the rain, I'm that same. Just like the feeling when I get it. But with the bullshit, I keep it legit. Started on Twitter, my cradle vision. Saw this XR Doge, I was like, what is it? Saw two cold lace at the top, I was like,
I was
let's
like,
get
let's
it.
get it.
And when I
And when I
first heard her
first heard her
talk, I thought
talk,
she
I
was a
thought she was a
nigga. She
nigga. She
ended up
ended
being
up
my
being my
nigga.
nigga. I told her I was a musician, and I could make that
But
XR
I was
Doge.
a
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
musician. I
hit.
couldn't make that X on those, whoa, hit. And that's
And
just
that's
what
just
I
what I
did.
did.
Chillin', shit
Chilling,
was
shit was
lit. And
lit.
every
And
time
every
I
time my
saw
songs
her,
came on, she represent.
whoever needed help with XRP, she could send. She was the XR Doge ambassador for a minute. You know that every success story comes a friend that always turn their back, bro.
Bro, hoe and bro, bitch, that's what they is.
You know the vibe, rare, recognized with originality and authenticity is in how it's copy your recipe and imitate it, but it never had that secret sauce. So fuck it and fuck mainstream. FKM, fuck all them. FKM, they wasn't true with me, no gym. FKM, God forgive me for my sins. FKM, XRP for the win. For the mainstream, XR pay me. Like the Navy, we wavy. For the mainstream, XR pay me. Where your tribe at? We the pirates, fucking pirates. Where they shy at? Taliban screaming FKM and Iraq. Where your tribe at? I can't deny that. I'm not a Temple Bay bubble, I'm a pirate. Johnny Depp Caribbean. FKM is the reason. Enhance the ideas. All we want is our freedom. Digital renegades, crypto addicts. Probably known as living lavish. Like some movie, no Tiffany Haddish. I will not tread on my feet like radish. Go and get your can. Put this shit on film. ATL, we going ham. Gatekeepers, they see me. I one thing that they can't stand. They see me on the come up and they know that I am him. Fuck all them. FKM, they wasn't shooting with me, no gym. I can't crack me for my sake. X-ray on the XRPL. I'm not your average typical rapper. Holly want a cracker. I'm with my ex-parent eating snapper. Made an X-ray on the XRPL. I'm not your average typical rapper. X-chameleons is the lavish. Video games, yeah, we have it. Keeping on rainforest, thick as fan. Triangular trapping. On the Amazon to the Daintree. Separate to the Congo. I keep a copper coast on my backside. I'm an FKM pirate honcho. For 25 years, we moving swiftly. C50. 1728 confetti wild. Words it could cook up my ready call. I sent my call, blue and all. It do not have flaws. My hope in my jaws. Open, I'm hoping it's parents ain't home with triangular trap on my back through this ocean.
I see Kamikaze in the bill. I'm gonna play one more and then we can get to talking. Just let me know when you're ready, Too Cold.
All right, yeah. Hey, Kamikaze, hit it again. I brought you up and it kicked you back down.
For sure, I'll play one more track and then we'll get to talking.
Triangular trapping. I didn't want to cracker. With my experience eating snapper. Made an X-ray on the XRPL. I'm not the average cool rapper. Ain't a millions of savage. I was in Xbox way before I had an Xbox. Spots like real fights, real cops, water block is real hot. XRPL, my chill spot. I'm in next not a robot on the Discord, not TikTok. Watch for scams on get got. Loyalty, no flip flop. XRP, the real rock. Artificial intelligence. Watch out for the psyop. Revolutionize the world with AI. To live quality with NFTs, that's just the way we get by. It's so exquisite, not explicit. The one on fire, so terrific. I'm like MacGyver in the white paper, looking at the mission. Get your isms and your schism. Botmo got you in a prison, mental, emotional, physically. Xbox will deliver thee to the XRPL. The kid ain't getting no savvy seashells. Them NFTs, check out the details. Now tell me you don't wanna prevail. I was in Xbox way before I had an Xbox. Spots like real guys, real cops, water block is real hot. XRPL, my chill spot. I'm in next, not a robot. On the Discord, not TikTok. Watch for scams on get got. Loyalty, no flip flop. XRP, for streaming XRPL blockchains. It's too cold, raw and uncut. You know the vibes. Sonar Muse for streaming XRPL blockchains. NFTs to cool. Trading in the trap phenomenon. This has to be what we know and prove. Like y'all ready. We mad, so love. Our muse, so love. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up. More love, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. Hey, life is my muse, don't get confused, just know my vision. So numb, sitting on the place, I keep my pace, but I can't go. So haven't heard of that, ladies, so I guess it ain't over. So we ain't taking no losses, yeah. On my boss shit like Chris Larson, yeah. Oh, yeah, whoa, stacking that digital gold. I keep my standards higher, so yours is lower like limbo. Like a wallet, I told funds and I keep my flow very cold. Now that's music to my ears, you can call that Wimbo, keep my funds in the stock wallet, cause it adds up, yeah. Like my secret key, she likes to back it up, yeah. XRP drip drops, I like to stack it up. Generational wealth through royalties, I couldn't plan it up. Man, so love, our muse, so love, on that XRP.
All right, y'all ready to chop it up or y'all good? What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. Let's get Kamikaze up here. Hit the Where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, what's up, what's up, what's up? So y'all know the vibes, you feel me? We just chilling, we playing music, we just kicking it, enjoying conversation, company, all of that good shit. So this is the first one of many to come, as we all know. So we got our co-host, Kamikaze, and here, Kamikaze, I sent you the co-host button. So we got Lemmy and Kamikaze co-hosting. So like I said earlier, we're going to try and do this every Thursday, if not every Thursday, every other Thursday. And it is going to be the two code XRPL Cookout presents the Wake and Bake vibes with Lemmy and Kamikaze. You feel me? And this is going to be the vibe in here every Thursday that we do this. It's the Wake and Bake because it's 11 a.m. my time. So it's wake and bake for me, even though I don't smoke weed and I'm be a little disoriented around this time. So it kind of is the same in a way. You feel me? And it is, we just sometimes we need a break. You feel me? We be in all these space calls and getting all this information. We just we just want to vibe out and just kind of kick back and have a free form, you know, conversation and space where we could just kick it and chill and talk about whatever. Mostly music, right? Because everybody can. Music is a universal language, right? We know crypto is starting to be one too, but music is definitely a universal language. So we got two dope artists that are going to help co-host every Thursday, and this is what we're going to do. And they will be bringing an exclusive song every Thursday that you will only hear first here at the Wake and Bake Vibes put together. And they on the track together. They bringing the heat, and they keeping the same energy that we do throughout the cookout because we are in the crypto space. They are hip hop. So they combine the two and they bring in the heat. The songs that they bring in for the cookout are not particularly projects, right? How we do at the cookout when Lemmy drops a song. Mostly they be about projects on the XRPL. But this is what hip hop is gonna sound like when you not just name dropping, right? And just talking about I got my bag up with Bitcoin and kind of not explaining and how to really navigate, not navigate, but just like kind of giving the game through hip hop in an educational way, right? And this is what I love about my fellas right here because it's not about the hype. It's about combining the two and knowing that education is still key into bringing people into crypto, and they doing it using their musical talents. So um, and also we're gonna leave the mics open, right, for anybody who has musical talents. It doesn't have to be crypto related. Just if you know anybody who has musical talents, you feel me? Tell them pull up. We definitely want to hear more music and have a variety of music. So as this thing grows every week, hopefully musicians, uh, artists, and it don't have to be hip hop, whatever. Just pull up. It could be if you know a singer, somebody who sings, somebody who shit, country singer, country rapper, whatever, right? Me personally, don't recommend no auto tune garbage trashing motherfuckers over here because I don't like that. A little, well, okay, maybe y'all like it, but I'm gonna have to walk away if if we get one of them start playing in here. So with that being said, let's jump into our co-host, Lemmy Kamikaze. The people in here, these are our fams, but we're gonna keep it rocking because this is recorded. We're gonna get it out on YouTube as well at some point when I can record it. And the two code page is just gonna be YouTube page is gonna be all the recordings that go on here on Twitter so that the information can keep being passed around, right? I'm gonna build that up, and you know, this is how we doing it. This is what the two code XRPL cookout is about, and everything that comes off of this page is gonna be under that umbrella, and it's gonna be under two code XRPL cookout presents dot 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 dot. So we're gonna keep it rolling like that. So let's get to Lemmy, right? And let's introduce Lemmy for the people who don't know Lemmy, right? Who ain't here, who will hear about this later. And let's begin this wake and bake journey that we will continue to carry forward. So go ahead, let me take it away, bro. How did you get into music and crypto? Let's start with that.
All right, for sure, for sure. I go by the name Lemmy. Been doing music for a long time. I'm a music fanatic. You know what I'm saying? Like grew up listening to music. My family is from the islands. I was born in New York, raised in Atlanta. So I got hip hop elements and dance hall reggae elements. That's what I grew up in my household listening to. I didn't really start taking rap seriously till I was in college, and I was rapping about what everybody else was rapping about. material vanity or whatnot, and I got into crypto. Got into crypto around 2018. Um, One of my coworkers, he was begging me to watch this video about Bitcoin, and I traveled and I said, what happened?
You said Bitcoin. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? You dying? Nah, but shit. Yeah. You know that I think that's everybody's introduction to the game, though. Bitcoin is mostly everybody's introduction to the game, from the richest to the people who probably just getting in. So uh, I bid on it. You know what I'm saying? And it was Bit Club. It was, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Bit Club Network or whatever. They was involved in a huge scam. I was involved in that shit. Like thousands of people, where millions of dollars was. It was a Ponzi scheme basically. Half a billion, goddamn, like 500 million. So, and at the time I met somebody in between that. I met a police officer at my job. He put me on the XRP. He was on Bitcoin. He put me on the XRP. He was like, man, this coin is gonna be the future. This is 2018 now. He's like, man, this coin gonna be the future. They're gonna be making cross-border transaction. Everybody gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? It's the future. And he had over 100,000. I was just like, and I seen how much Bitcoin he had, so I was just like, all right. I I got into it, and then I started to watch videos, particularly XRP Chiz. I don't know how I found XRP Chiz videos, but I started to watch XRP Chiz's videos, and he would keep me abreast of what was going on with XRP. I would learn through him, and slowly but surely, I started to incorporate crypto in my music. I trying to put people on. I was talking to my face turned blue. You know what I'm saying? And I, I, I was just telling everybody, but after a while, this shit just got long winded. I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. But now, those same people are kind of coming back now. And then, fast forward to November when I met Too Cold. I don't know. I still don't know how that I got into that space. It was at the top of my thing, and I kept seeing XR Doge. I kept seeing Doge on the XRP ledger, so I just clicked it. And if you know, like we it started with me, Too Cold, and a few other people, and we grew. And Too Cold is where she's at now because of that day in November where I said, hey, I'm a musician. I'll make a song about this coin. It's XRP related. This is nothing. I can do it. Y'all got a ledger? Like, oh my God, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and ever since then, ever since November, I've recorded about almost 50 songs. I got a whole bunch. I got 30 songs that's out, but I got a whole bunch more. And then, in the midst of that, I met Kamikaze, who's the owner of Sonar Muse, but of course he's gonna explain his journey. We also got the Sonar Muse track. So many things have happened within this short story that I'm saying, but I got a lot of songs out, and I'm thankful and grateful. It took me all this time to get like recognized by a a good amount of people, and these are good people that are recognizing me. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I'm passionate about. We all know hip hop is surrounded by sex, drugs, rock and roll, all that shit, and I don't even have to talk about that stuff one time in my music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I'm able to tap into just categories that's something that's gonna help be generational wealth and help uplift and bring up my family. You know what I'm saying? Without touching on vanity and negativity, even though those things are certain things that you can have fun with from time to time. At least I don't gotta put that out there in the atmosphere. But that's just me in a nutshell. I love sports. Like I said, I love creating music. I love I'm kicking it with my wife. I'm creating music. I'm probably watching some sports, learning some shit if I'm not doing my music. So that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
That's what's up. Dope, dope, dope. See, that's my boy Lemmy. As you guys know, at Scout, he doesn't. He speaks, but he doesn't speak very, very, very much, right? And but you guys see that everything we do goes hand in hand, and like he said, we both found this ledger in November, and we've been rocking together ever since. He's my right hand, you feel me? Kamikaze's my left, you know, and I have a whole community surrounding me that supports what we do here on this page, as far as the two code page, and the way that we try to bring the information and educate about crypto. And for me, the reason why I support Lemmy so tough is because of like what he said, right? I love hip hop too, right? My favorite artist is Nas, and if you know hip hop, you know Nas. And Nas isn't mainstream, and he's not mainstream. Not because he can't be. It's because they don't want him to be, because his lyrics are 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 mind awakening, right? His lyrics will wake some shit up, and they don't want that on the airwaves, right? So I'm a very lyrical hip hop listener, right? And hearing Lemmy's music, his XR Doge song, it was catchy, it was a hype song, you know, but even in it, I was like, oh, he dropping like gems in here. He like, you know, Zum Wallet on the Sologenic decks, talking about candles. Like, oh, like I ain't heard nobody talk about crypto like this. And I'm a visionary in my own way of how I can connect dots. And so we just stay rocking how we rocking. You know, we flow very well together, and you know, not to give out you know, how we move, but our communication is on point, and we don't even have to have long conversations. We just put out one sentence, and it's like, all right, I got you, it's good, I'm gonna take care of it, you feel me? Our chemistry just flows well, and to be able to be a part of bringing hip hop in an educational way to a new space that we're all experiencing, I love that I'm a part of this journey, and that, you know, we're separating ourselves from any type of other spaces going on and whatnot, because we're doing shit our way, because we are hip hop culture. We learn different, we talk different, and you know we may not be for everybody, and that's all right. But the people we are for, that do enjoy it, they get it, and they understand it, and they rocking with it, and they support it, and you know that's why we just keep doing what we doing. And with that said, on my side of the things, let's jump into, is he hit the request button, Kamikaze. He's having internet services right now, so he might be
I think
popping
he's
in and
good.
out.
I
Yeah, I
think he's
see him.
good.
Yeah.
I see him right there. Okay, there he goes. There he goes. So
Mhm.
again, this is Kamikaze. He is not only a developer and a project creator on the XRP ledger. He is also a hip hop artist, right? Not just lyrically. He produces as well. So you know he's bringing a lot to the ledger. Even on the project side, right? So he's coming in heavy, and you know I'm glad that he he encouraged me to get this popping over here, and wanted me to take the charge of it, and lead the role, not role, but lead the charge on this type of space call, right? Because he's busy developing and hip hopping, fuck, and making music, you know, and working, and trying to create, you know, more things for his project. And he's like, you know, Tuco, can you host these type of calls, like some musical calls? Let's just have some chill time. I'm like, all right, that's my lane. Fuck it, I got it. I'll take care of it, bro. Say less. So with that being said, you know, Kamikaze, he stumbled in here one day, and it was only like five of us in here. Like, usually throughout the week, I have a call up. I haven't been for the past couple weeks because I've been like trying to take care of a lot of things, but I'm slowly coming back. We gonna be back rocking. But he came in here on the vibes hype, right? It was just like four or five of us in here kicking it, talking how we always do, and just shooting the shit and talking crypto and all this other shit, talking to each other, all that shit. And he stumbled in here and was like, "Hey, I'm Kamikaze. I'm a creator of this." And I was like, "Hey, it's just us in here right now. Come back Sunday, come back Sunday and talk about it, because I host these calls on Sunday where projects come in, and we've been linked up ever since." So with that being said, Kamikaze, go on ahead and take it away, bro.
Hey, Tuko, what's good, Lemmy? Thank you for having me, and thank you for hosting it. It's always great to have you as a host. You know, you bring the vibes all the time. But with that said, yeah, I'm Kamikaze. I'm I also go by the stage name Killa Stryder. That's my rap name. My producer name, yeah, is Kamikaze Monster, which is just a tribute like to me loving like the Japanese culture and like you know, I just wanted to have a pseudonym for like my producer side. So for me, music actually started for me. My interest in it started for me in like when I was in seventh grade, like end of seventh grade. Um, I just started, trying to be all poetic and be smooth with my words for the ladies. So like I try to rap, so come up with some dope ass raps, at that time. And from there my interest started growing. I started like expanding my ear for like music. I i started to get interested in like the production side of things, because I always wanted to make music a certain way. Like I had my own sound, so I wanted to you know kind of make make the sound I want. And I just got into producing in about like 2011. That's when I started becoming like a producer and starting to get on to the production side of things, and started to take music uh to a different level in terms of like me, doing my thing as an artist. So like during that time, like I was really more into like music more than like my schoolwork and all that. Like I was always that guy at school who had like headphones in. So like music has always been my thing. So as time progressed, yeah, I decided to start expanding more than just like creating music for myself. I should try like make music for other people and produce for other people. And from there I met a whole lot of people. The first guy I met was from the UK. His name was Goggles, and like he had some dope flows. But yeah, we just started making music together, and we were supposed to make a project together, but it didn't come to fruition. And from there, like I just decided, oh, the world is so big. Like why just stay at home and like just make music for like the local people? Why don't I just explore the world and the different sounds of the world and different people? So yeah, I just got into that, started meeting a lot of artists, but mostly from the States. I've made an album with a project with an artist in the UK, in Japan actually. His name is Demon Seto, and like he was one of the first people like I actually produced like a full a body of work for. And at that time, I was just more into just exploring a different side of hip hop. Also, exploring the whole new scene, seeing if I do fit in with that scene. And no, I didn't. And I was really adamant on making music, because like music just connected to me. So I just wanted to make a sound that was me. And during that time, as an artist, I do get skeptical. So like I was really approaching it in a way of being really light with what I make, and introducing my sound to the world. But you got to speak your truth. as a musician, and I think Lemmy knows that. Like, speaking your truth is everything now. Like, if you're a musician, you should not hesitate to, you know, um stick to who you are and your sound, because like if you try to conform to the standards of right what is right there, then what's the point of you being an artist, if you're not really exploring, the truth within yourself. So from there, I decided to take a break, because I was starting to get to a point where I was making music not for real reasons, and during that time I was also doing my studies. It was a crazy time for me, because like my final year, I was really more focused on music than my studies, but it was a really stressful time, because like there was so much work coming in. But like at that time, I got a business proposal, and learned about cryptocurrency at the time. So I was I got a proposal from someone, to create a blockchain company in Africa. So me and my partner from my co-founder, on Sonar Muse, were proposing a project which focused on cross-border payments between businesses, and it was brought to us by someone in India, which most of you might know. His name is Siam Sundar, and he's a co-founder of DigiPay, and one of the founders of Consensus Lab. So like at that time, I didn't know about crypto, so like I we there was so much red tape at that time, so we didn't approach it and go with that solution. We didn't know how to move forward with it, so like I just left it and focused on my studies. My studies was really important, but like I also was working on music, and at that time too, um, that's when I then decided, let me get back and start exploring who I am now, and just have fun at the same time, So at that time, I started working with more artists that locally at home, than working for working for myself and being international all the time. So like I then started to rap more and produce for myself more, and not use a lot of people's beats at the time. So like that's when I started exploring yeah, my sound a bit more. And I love my sound is really like just mixing a bit of two genres at a time. Having like a more I call it cloud rap, because that's the kind of like beats I do make. It's like kind of like patty, and like it just creates. I just like to create like beats that have a type of correlation, like soundtracks for like songs, or like movies or adverts. I try to create like a type of catchy melody like that. Um, but mostly for like anime, because like I really like anime. So I used to make beats and like produce and watch anime at the same time, um, which also was basically an idea that just popped into my head. I just put that idea in my head that okay, now because last year and the year before, it I just decided to start like making beats for like TV shows that I used to watch as a kid. So like I every day when I woke up, I just put a goal in my head to like just um, produce and make a song every day, and make like a soundtrack um, for a show that I used to watch as a kid. So I used to choose like whenever I wake up a certain cartoon and just make beats for it. So I started to go on Boom Bap, and Boom Bap is like really a good way for me to actually start getting back to being true to yourself, and not really catching the hype. It's more about catching a vibe, and if you can't catch a vibe to Boom Bap as a hip hop artist, then it's really skeptical to me. Like, how can you not like Boom Bap hip hop? That's where it all started. So you got to catch that vibe first, and in order, when you catch that vibe, you can most definitely do anything, and you can catch anything. So like I then started to make like songs for soundtracks and all that, and I just decided at some point, let me try get some video games to produce for, and I did. I produced for, I composed actually rather, to for someone in the States. He's one of my favorite artists. His name is Lofty 305, and he was making developing a video game, and I managed to be part of that, and that just inspired me to carry on and start, exploring how to make like more soundtracks, because I love creating a scene, or like creating sound for like scenes in life. So like basically, like even if I make something for a movie, that's basically my dream, to actually start like scoring for those kind of things and creating, imagery visualizations with my sound, rather than, um just making music. I just want to create like a whole world of my sound. So like music just has always been with me, and I just love to, the type of music that I hear in movies and all that, and that's what I would want to like show to the world. And during the time of finishing this series that I made, it's called Great Things Are Coming. Um, I was into blockchain at this time. This was like last year, so like I started exploring the XRPL a bit more, um, and checking out like all the other projects that were there already, which were like Sologenic, XTK, which is Kudos, and Casino Coin. So I was just seeing these projects, and I didn't know that, like, hey, um, there you could create trust lines, because I didn't really check the ledger documentation properly at the time, until like all these airdrop crazes came along, and um this that inspired me to create like a platform for musicians, called Sonar Muse. Sonar Muse was something I just wanted to help I want to help musicians, get us get in control of their content, and rather get paid more for their services, rather than getting the end of the stick, the short end of the stick, which is really not fair, because most of these platforms make the most out of it. So I decided, okay, since I love music, I want to change the world. I want to change the world as well, in more than just the sound. I wanna give artists the opportunity to also be exposed to like the world too, and also to get their fair share of the pie, because like we we barely get paid. We only get paid for the performances we make, but we don't get as much for the music we put out there. So um, right now, Lemmy just inspired me to carry on, making music, as I carry on, working on this project. And so I just got inspired, as when I first heard his song, the XR song, for sure was the first song I heard from him, and I was like, oh damn, this guy is actually putting the XRPL on. Shout out to him. So like I would actually want to vibe with him, and get him on the platform. And I randomly one day went onto Too Cold Space, and he just popped up, and he asked me like, hey, he asked about the project, and from there, like, it just clicked that, yo, he also wants to help out, and he wants to share his story to the world too, and also leave his mark on the world. So like, um building a relationship with Lemmy, from just emailing me his songs for the platform for submission, and hearing his sound. I was like, wow, this guy is really amazing. And we clicked from the next space I had with Too Cold, and you know everything went from there. Like magic just started happening. So like this is what came about, and like it just all came through music. So like music is really the path, and the medium for me to tell my story and like keep flowing and living life. And I'm really thankful for this. So let's catch some vibes. Let's enjoy ourselves, and it would be amazing to hear a lot more about the musicians on the XRPL. We really got to create a community for each for the XRPL, the sound through the blockchain. So let's let's just catch some vibes and enjoy the music that we have. You know, let's share our stories with music. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much again, Too Cold, because like I really want to keep this going. That we have some vibes sometimes, just to enjoy ourselves and also share share our stories, on the XRPL. So it's always great to have a space where there's someone who knows how to create the vibes and shake the place up. So let's get it going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for that, Kamikaze. So as y'all heard from both of our lyrical geniuses, right? So this is the intent of these wake and bake vibes. And again, like I said, we're gonna continue to do this weekly or bi-weekly. You guys will see the posts. And we hope you guys continue to come. We hope you guys continue to spread the word. Any musical musicians y'all know, spread the word to them and let them know. Pull up, come catch a vibe with us, and even get on the mic and share some of their music, some of your music. Like, this isn't all about just Kamikaze and Lemmy, right? Like, we all love music and we want to hear what other people got to bring to the table, and we just sit up in here and chill and do our thing. You feel me? So with that being said, they have a new track that they are gonna play, but let's run it back so that y'all can understand that Sonar Muse is Kamikaze's. So let me cue that up, okay? Sonar Muse is Kamikaze's project on the XRPL. It is a musical streaming platform. And so basically, it's going to be your Spotify or your Apple Music or your Google Music or your YouTube Music. Um, and I don't know how he's bringing it, but I'm hoping there's going to be an app attached to it. Like, it would be cool if I could just go in my Zum wallet and just like put my playlist on from there in a Sonar Muse app, right? Because that's the app store of the wallet that we carry around with us every day in our phones, and it's what we use in this crypto situation, right? So I'm hoping that that's in the pipeline somewhere. But I know the website is in beta right now. I'm a part of the beta test as well, and I know that we'll be able to stream music on the website and even download it. So with that being said, go on ahead and play that Sonar Muse track and let them know what this first song looks like that y'all put together, and then we'll get a little bit more conversation. I got Crypto Survivor here on the mic. We'll get anybody else up here who wants to chit chat for a minute, and we'll keep it going for a little bit. As you see, as we let time go on a little bit, the room starts getting a little bit more and more fuller. So we want people to know that every Thursday that we come on, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, that Kamikaze and Lemmy are bringing an exclusive track. They've been cooking in the kitchen. They still cooking, and they got a lineup. So they got enough exclusive content right now to keep us going for a cool minute. But we're just gonna drop it one track at a time so that we can catch the vibes and bring the musicians in and let them know to pull up and let's hear their stuff. So go ahead and drop that, Lemmy.
For sure, for sure. Shout out to X Rated. X Rated's on this. This is a Sonar Muse. Lemmy featuring Killa Stryder. Too Cold. X Rated on the commentary. You already know this song. I've been making songs about every other coin, so I said, damn, let's make a Sonar Muse track. Let's get it popping. So this is it right here. Y'all already know. Whoa, whoa. Sonar Muse. Let's get it.
It's too cold, raw and uncut. You know the vibe. It's too cold, raw and uncut. You know the vibes. Sonar Muse for streaming XRPL blockchain music. NFTs to prove it. Triangle trap phenom. This has my man 10 on your crazy. Catch y'all later. We mad so love. Our muse sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up they teeth, messing up. Molar, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. Hey, life is my muse, don't get confused, just know my vision. So numb, steady wins the race, I keep my pace, but I can't go slower. Haven't heard of that, lady, so I guess it ain't over. So we ain't taking no losses here. On my boss shit like Chris Larson, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, stacking that digital gold, go. I keep my standards higher, so yours is lower like limbo. Like the wallet, I store funds and I keep my flows very cold. Now that's music to my ears, you can't call that wimbo, call that wimbo. Keep my funds in the some wallet, cause it adds up, yeah. Like my secret key, she likes to back it up, yeah. XRP drip drops, I like to stack it up. Generational wealth for royalties, I couldn't plan enough. Man, solar, our muse, sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up. Molar, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. No SoundCloud, no Apple, no Spotify, no cap. So my independence, just stay relentless, no pressure, no hassle. Don't inconvenience yourself for that generational wealth. This is Sonar Muse with Wingbo. I'm for the touchdown till Tebow. Our babies, they threw them the gators. Now the music, they taking our paper. We're African drug, they taking our flavor. Culture, vultures, I had no relation. Sonar Muse, I got my own section. The Wingbo way, I changed my location. Move at my own pace. No, I'm not racing that boy, let me go teach you about patience. We mad, so love. Our muse, sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up. Molar, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. We mad, so love. Our muse, sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up. Molar, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. Hey, bro, stop being a bitch about this shit. You on some hoe shit. You fucking signing 360 deals. Motherfucker own your publishing. Motherfucker own your merch. Motherfucker own your whole life. And you happy about that shit. Look, fuck with this Sonar Muse shit, bro. Stop getting pimped. Stop being a bitch about this shit and go ahead and get on this real pimping. Fuck with this Sonar Muse shit, bro. Hey, stop being a bitch. Stop crying about how you can't get signed and all that other shit. Check it out, check it out. Either you gonna be a bitch about this shit or you gonna be on some player shit. You gonna fucking do it yourself. You tired of getting pimped in the music industry? Fuck with this real shit. Just fucking do it yourself, bro. Triangular traps, you know. We mad, so love. Our muse, sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up. Molar, global from South Africa to the home of Coca-Cola. We mad, so love. Our muse, sonar. On that XRPL, it get bipolar. Haters grinding up their teeth, messing up.
Hey, Tuco, I wanna say something real quick.
Nah, man, you can't talk, man. You've been talking too much already, bro.
Hey
Fuck
man,
that.
fuck that. I
No,
want to talk.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Nah. But for real though, that was X-rated. That was Sonar Muse, me, Kamikaze, Tuco, X-rated. You know, I asked X-rated to get on it. X-rated, he gonna keep it X-rated. He gonna keep it raw and funky. But real talk, I just want to shout out every independent, real deal independent artist that's, you know, investing in their career, investing in their craft, not being dependent, signing to no label. Like, you are the real MVP for real, like, because people don't even know the sacrifices that artists like such as myself or Kamikaze or, you know, just the people that's coming in the Sonar Music that's really independent, that ain't signed and ain't got no type of backing, like, sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's deep. It's deeper than the surface when you got X-Rated said it perfectly, man. You got motherfucker owning your publishing. They own your life. You know what I'm saying? They basically dictate what you can talk about. You know, so that's I just would advise everybody in the room, if you got a favorite artist that's mainstream, just analyze them, man. And you might question like, damn, well, why they don't talk about this? I wish they would talk about this. Like, stop talking about that and talk about this. There's a reason behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not really free. You know what I'm saying? So this Sonar Muse shit is serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious just for our culture, just like how crypto is serious for the future of, just making payments and doing everything. Sonar Muse is hand in hand with that. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know that being locked under a label, that's you're under people's control. Personally, my favorite hip hop artist like is Nas, right? Is lyrically the GOAT, all of that. Like the way he moves, his lifestyle, all of that. I don't know if you guys know about Russ. Russ is an ATL independent artist, and he just created his own label. I just seen it on my Twitter like last night, and his post said it's 12 years in the making. And the reason why I love him so much is because he talks his shit. You feel me? Like he be on the mic talking his shit, and he could do that because he's not signed to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's so independent that last month or a month and a half ago, he put out a song, released it. So he's a SoundCloud blow up, basically, right? He grinded on SoundCloud for years, and he ended up blowing up, and he's still not like mainstream. Like there's a couple people may know a couple of his songs or whatever, but this man has hundreds, thousands of songs. But anyways, he put out a song on TikTok, and he did the duo or stitch thing or whatever. Somebody did, a female did. So he did it two times, though, two different songs he did it on. Somebody stitched it. He liked it so much. He got in contact with them, remixed the song, and put it out for official release. Got on, got on social media, on his whatever Twitter page or whatever, or his TikTok or Instagram live, whatever, and was talking his shit. Like, yeah, I could do that. Like, I saw, let's say her name was Lauren. I don't know the girl's name. He was like, I saw Lauren's TikTok stitch to my song I just dropped. I liked it so much. I hit her up. I remixed it. I dropped it. Now she's officially on the album, and I ain't have to ask nobody to do none of that. Why? Because it's my shit. I own my shit. This is my music, my shit. I could do what the fuck I want with it and put who I want on it when I want. So I love him. Like, and lyrically he's dope as fuck too. But anyways, let's go start hitting this request button. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to get on the mic? We're gonna chit chat for a little bit, and then we're gonna drop that fire, that exclusive new. You feel me? That only three of us in the room have heard, which is me, Lemmy, and Kamikaze. You feel me? So let's chit chat for a second. What's up, bro?
Well, shoot. I got a question for anybody in the room. Like, anybody want to talk about like just a journey, just listening to music? What kind of music y'all like? Like, it don't got to be necessarily hip hop. I'm a lover of music. I love music, so you know what I'm saying. I don't discriminate to any type of genre or anything like that. Anybody want to talk about music, and maybe we can spark up a conversation, or what do y'all think like the state of music is right now? Like, especially hip hop. I'm concerned about hip hop right now. You got a lot of artists dying. You got the content that's out in the mainstream is, it's like COVID. You're gonna either be dead or in jail off that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, what y'all think, man? Like, is anybody feeling what I'm saying? Or I know
Yeah.
X-rated is partial. He gonna be impartial to that shit because he's X-rated. But what y'all think?
All right, cool. We got Survivor. He been had a mic waiting patiently, so we'll get Survivor in on this. We'll get Mouse in on this, and then we got Uncle Neil hitting the mic. Here we go. Yeah, let's get the conversation flowing. Let's talk music. Let's go. Go ahead, Survivor, bro. Oh, Survivor's tripping. All right, he's lollygagging. Go ahead, Mouse, bro. Mouse tripping too, huh? Go
I
ahead,
just
Uncle
gotta
Neil.
I just gotta
Oh,
unmute my
there we.
mic. I'm in the middle of work
Uh,
over here, god damn it.
oh, okay. You at work? At work. My bad. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. What up, Mouse? Thanks for dropping in while at work. You feel me?
Well,
Catching a vibe with
this
us.
is how I do it every day. I just work and I fucking learn about crypto and chill with my people while I get my shit done. But
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
way.
man.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Fucking mad props to all of y'all on those tracks. Y'all are killing it. Like it just keeps getting better and better, and they you guys like the song just keeps sticking in my head more and more. Fucking, you guys are doing a great job, and yeah, man, I'm gonna be here to support you guys a long time. I've been actually I resonate a lot with like that underground hip hop. So like when I was growing, I listened to all music, but like when I was in high school, I listened to like strictly unsigned hip hop artists. And I used to collect CDs. I used to go down to fucking. There's like two places in Vegas to buy new CDs, and I was there every weekend, just copping the new Aesop Rock, the new Atmosphere, the Livid Legends, Visionaries, Dilated Peoples, just all underground shit from back in like a lot of Southern Cali, but a little bit out of there too. But I definitely bumped a shit ton of Nas and yeah, I just resonate with like the whole message and just artists supporting themselves and not signing away their lives to a big record label. It's pretty dope.
Hell yeah. Well, this is naming off some heat right there. Digital Planets, all ooh, he was throwing it back.
For sure, for sure. That's what's up. I gotta. It's like how he was explaining, and I was raised in Atlanta, so Atlanta. It took the South to a minute to get recognized because New York and the West Coast was pretty prevalent, but Atlanta had its come up. It just didn't come out of nowhere. So we had places also where we can go get the underground artists when they didn't sign yet. Now a lot of them signed, and they went Hollywood or whatever. But we had the discount mall where we went to, and we'll just get the CDs. It's in every community there's like a discount mall where we can go get the CDs. Like the actual artists will bring it in there. They'll be on a hustle, like selling out the trunk, doing all of that stuff. So you just appreciate that grind, and then you never know. You like somebody like me. I never knew I was gonna grow up and be into the same hustle, but just as a student of the game, I can never sign a deal now. Now seeing where life is and seeing things like Sonar Muse and decentralized music, and I rather just take I rather do this shit the hard way. But it's really easy to me. But I rather do it the harder way. You dig? So I can attest to that on Crypto Mouse.
Oh, Steph, man, you don't want your shit adulterated by other people telling you how to fucking think and live your life. You get to be truthful to yourself.
Exactly, man. And I would have never thought in a million years I'd be rapping about cryptocurrency. I'll find my niche rapping about cryptocurrency, but I love it and I'm doing whatever the hell I want with it. Ain't nobody telling me what to do.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
man, I would never trade this shit for nothing in the world. And then now we just waiting on XLS 20. I can possibly sell my music for the
Ain't no
future currency.
ain't it ain't no possibly, bro. It's you gon' mint it and you gon' sell it. What you mean possibly? Shut that
Fuck
shit
yeah,
down, bro.
like whoa, and that shit. God damn. Where's your face, son? Where's your face? But my question for you guys, coming up in the industry and the way technology is kind of shaping things out, what do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about artists using AI to help create their music or assist them in creating the music?
Can hold on before anybody answer that. What you mean
Anybody.
by using AI? Like, what you mean? So I could just understand.
Computers now have
Huh?
been part a thing called machine learning. So you can actually program, I guess, your musical equipment on some level or another through a computer to hear the music and reconstruct it in such a way that it's appealing to human beings. So I guess you didn't know about that. But yeah, just like they're doing it in art, it's also happening in music and a host of other areas.
Yeah, because like okay, so I've created an AI poet. Well, I attempted to make one. It's on my GitHub. But from to answer your question, I do think there is some point where there's gonna be like a conjoined effort, like a joint effort between like humans and like the machines, you know. So like of course we already digitize instruments. We're already producing on like the computers, so it's inevitable that we will evolve to actually start working with them and getting to make the perfect sound, because like we do want to make the perfect song, perfect sounding songs, but also we need to have human human error within those songs, just to make it as authentic. So like um I do believe, yeah, we there could be some point like that. People will There are gonna be a few people that will make music with AI. But personally, I think I'll just take my time and see how it goes. I do think it would help because it will help us find the algorithm for our sound at some point. Yeah, I do think so. So yeah, it could work out at some point. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think about that. Anyone else? Tell me if you're a musician. Come through and talk with us. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think it would benefit a lot of people having like AI helping us with music?
So just so I can be clear on like what exactly it is, I'm starting to it's starting to grow on me. Is this shit like say if the AI said, "Oh, this shit need auto tune," or this beat need bass, like it just does that, or what? Like does the robot part like is the robot part like an engineer or some shit? Like do they add their 2 cents on
I
like
think
how your track should be done?
It
I
could
think
be
the
like
way
that.
that
Yes.
the, the way that it
Two
works is
different.
that the machine is fed in, for lack of a better term, bits of data. So it could be certain types of beats, certain types of sound, and you can program it to write or reproduce the sound in a certain type of style. Now, once you do that, then it will take what you're asking for and all of the information that you've put, all the data that you've put into it, and it will spit out what it thinks you want to hear based on what you've given it.
Let Kamikaze go. Go ahead, Kamikaze. I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel in a second.
Yeah. So yeah, Uncle Neil's right. So it does process a lot of data. It uses data science to actually begin the machine learning process. So they do extract a whole lot of music. It listens to a whole lot of music to find like why certain songs are hits, or why certain songs are liked and catchy. So it does process all that information, and then it will basically find like a solution or an algorithm to help you make a perfect song or the perfect sounding song, and it could learn how to make music at the same time. Like it could learn how to produce, it could learn how to make beats, it could learn how to sing and put words together at the same time. So yeah, it could be an engineer, it could be anything in future. So yeah, whatever you would want in this, I guess this question is broad. So if you do want to have an engineer as an AI, then yeah, sure. If you want to have a AI singing robot, sure, you can have that. So there's a whole lot of endless possibilities with AI and machine learning.
All right, well, shit, man. I think this is like a case by case thing. Like I would have to see how it goes, how it develops, because I believe in like an organic, just everything being organic. Like I feel like if I add some AI shit in there, I feel like it's not natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some it's artificial. Like it says. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more of an organic type. Like I want this shit to come from me. If I'm making the song, if I'm composing the song or I'm like making the lyrics, I want it to come from me. If Kamikaze's making the beat, I would hope that I would want it to come from him. I came from that era. Like that's like having a ghostwriter. Like I don't know how people feel about like your favorite artist having a ghostwriter, but me being like a student of the game, a lover of music, I would hope that that artist who made that number one song that made me feel some type of way wrote that shit, and it came from them. That's just me. That's where I come from. That's the
Uh,
era of music where I come from. So like all that extra shit, I don't know how I feel about it, but you know, let's see where it goes. You know what I'm saying?
but like I have
Appreciate
a
the answers.
question.
Yeah.
In terms of like you saying, you don't want to be like having artificial music, but don't you think the music we have now is artificial since it's like digitized now, rather than
Um.
it being like really authentic? Someone's not really playing the instrument; it's a programmed instrument. So don't you think it's already artificial to some point?
Uh. But it's the sounds may be artificial, but it's somebody putting it together like that. The artificial intelligence hasn't tapped in to make that whole beat. Like you got producers like Metro Boomin, you got producers like Dr. Dre, um, those people like a lot of the Atlanta producers because they don't really use samples or anything like that. They might use those what is those stock beats, but aren't
Yeah.
those stock beats? Aren't those stock beats? Don't they come from like natural instruments? Am I wrong? Or don't they come from somewhere that was natural?
Yeah, yeah, but like it doesn't mean that like the song in terms of AI, right? It can be
Mm-hmm.
anything. It can just be the like just okay, but you don't want it to make the beat for you. So like it does seem like yeah, it is a bit of a dilemma with that. But I do think it is kind of like to some point since it's processed digitally, it's not really that authentic, you know, because
The
like
other thing too you got to keep in mind is that at the end of the day, you're still in control of what comes
yeah,
out of it. So you
yeah,
might
yeah.
you might hear something. You know you could have a 4/8 beat or whatever, and switch it up, and then have something built on top of that. So from one perspective, as the artist yourself, you are engineering the piece of music using though AI. And the reason why I kind of brought this up is because I do photography and photographing fire. Now, the thing about I'm using an iPhone also. So the thing about using an iPhone is that as I'm looking at the image after I photographed it, I'm looking at how the AI or the machine learning part didn't really capture a certain part of that flame, and or it tried to construct something out of what it thought it saw that it, I guess, feel that I needed to see. So when you're doing the music aspect of it and it's taking certain data to create certain things, it's going to miss something, and or at least initially it could miss something, and then you go in and correct what you think is missing or what you think it don't need. So at the end of the day, you're still crafting what it is, just using a different tool, if you will.
It's exactly the word I was thinking. Is it sounds like just another tool in the toolbox for the artist. Like sometimes you're not going to have a vocalist, or sometimes you're not going to have that person to make the beat for you, or you know. But like when you're in that process of making it, it's going to come down to your metronome and what you're vibing to, and you're going to correct it, and you're going to try to put out something that you feel. But and today, like, you know, you got so many DJs using, you know, all types of tools to manipulate their music, and people, a lot of people like it. So but I've always liked little quirks, and I've always liked the imperfections in people's art as well. And just like what you know, you're always going to get a different vibe if you're listening to something that's been just worked over and like perfected before it's produced versus like hearing the shit live. You're gonna get a different whole vibe from that artist.
Facts. And I'm not saying that I'm against it because like Kamikaze said, like those elements are in our music now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just might be ignorant to it, but like just knowing my approach, just knowing what I'm bringing to the table. I know that I'm writing all of my music, and then when I'm being the engineer of it, I'm doing that part. So everything else, whoever made the beat, they probably use artificial work or whatever, or the things that surrounding my music, it might have been artificially done. And hey, I'm cool with it. So I'm probably already in the matrix as far as it is concerned. So like I said, just the thought of it, like I'm like, nah, it's just nah. But I mean, it might not be no getting around it.
I
You know,
feel
I
that.
think that's the idea and the attitude of a lot of people because I actually first seen it probably about a year ago as far as art being created by AI. And I was like, holy shit. So, again, at the end of the day, I'm realizing um, as long as I am the engineer of what it is that I'm creating, whether I use AI or not, and I don't foresee using it no time soon, but whether I do or not, I'm still the one that's going to say, I created that, I put my name on it, and that's it. You know, it could sound like shit or look like shit or whatever, but to me, it's appealing. And more than likely, at some point, somebody's going to like it. But
So
that's my opinion.
I got a question, Uncle Neil. With your
Sure.
style of photography, do you use filters? Or are you or in another one, like for example, X Dreams? They I heard how he does his art. He says
Yes.
he's a photographer. He takes pictures and then
Right.
he does all of that stuff. Is that considered like AI? Like that? I would think
It's
that that's AI.
it's a combination. It's probably more machine learning than anything else because the computer that he's using and his software is actually learning certain things that he's doing depending on which feature he's using to correct or to change the work. So once you hit, I think on mine it's a button that says ML. You do that and you watch the picture get scanned, and then it'll show up as whatever it is that it wants to correct to show me. So yeah, I think as long as you're okay as the artist with what's being portrayed, musically or otherwise, I think it'll be okay. I remember back, I think in the '80s, that somewhere between the '80s and '90s, it seemed like music just became like the same thing. You was hearing a repetition of something, but I couldn't put my finger on it, and it was like there was nothing really new for a while.
Mm,
I mean, they were doing a lot of sampling, bringing things back, but I didn't, for my personal experience, I didn't hear anything new. And now I think Auto Tune probably came out like early 2000, somewhere around there.
mhm,
So that kind of ramped things up, and I'm hearing how the sound is changing, like going from East Coast to West Coast. Then you got Atlanta, you have Tennessee, and so on, and their style of music. So at some point, I guess too, it depends on where you're from and what you're going to be adapting to.
mhm,
Being from New York, I remember Fat Joe and all them other cats um, doing their thing back then. And at the time, the West Coast wasn't that big for me. But then life changed, and I just kind of got out of following that genre. But I still
mhm.
remember very much what it was like. It was a very exciting time, among other things. But I think too that music as creators, we're also reflecting what's happening in our time. We might put it in a poetic frame, if you will, whether it's musically or we dance or we're doing artwork. We're mirroring what's happening with us in our society and our cultures on many different levels. But anyway, that's what I
Thanks.
got.
Good question. That was a good dialogue.
Yeah. Good question, Uncle Neil. I don't know nothing about it. Like that's I was just quiet because I'm listening and learning. I didn't know that AI was being involved in music these days. So that was pretty interesting.
What I do know, sorry, Tuco. What I do know is like, say a motherfucker can't sing. You know how you got like you got artists that R&B artists that will sound one way on the track, but then when they singing live, it's like a whole nother story. They like when I grew up, they was saying that shit about Ashanti. They was saying that shit about Mary J. And they
Millie
were
Vanilli.
saying there's certain things in the studio that you can do to enhance it. I wasn't even a rapper yet. I wasn't even doing music yet, but I would hear these things. So I'm assuming that that's the AI aspect of it, where I guess the mix and the master. So my bad. I didn't mean to cut you like that too. Cause I just wanted to get that thought in before we transition. So maybe that might be an element where in the shit has evolved even crazier now to where you got people who don't even sound like themselves on the beat nowadays. Certain rappers is
Yeah,
super fake.
that
It's super
that
hard to tune.
garbage that like there's a proper way to use auto tune, right? T Pain, he kind of mastered it and he kind of brought it to the forefront, and then everybody else, especially the underground fuck boys who don't know how to really make music, over fucking used it and make it sound like fucking pure trash. Like it's just like pollution in my fucking ears and I hate it. I can't stand it. Go ahead, OC, jump in here. I know.
What about
So
the
I
Island Boy? What about the Island Boys? Too cold.
Man, fuck that. I just like don't ever. You want to get kicked out the room, huh? Because they ain't even like hip hop. Like I don't even know. Weird Al Yankovic has what you know. I fuck with Weird Al Yankovic, who's what a parody fucking artist, right? Over these the fucking island weirdo boy. Oh my god, the
Fuck with Millie Vanilli
disrespect.
harder than those boys.
You feel me? Like at least they had it on cue. OC, so OC, I know. He's been chilling in the chats with us and shit, and he was able to get in on the first land grab, the first founders NFT on Xrpl, the official launch, right? And he was able to get that founders NFT, and that same fucking day he fucking started building an underground studio in Xrpl. So I know he has some musical interest to add to this conversation. So go ahead, OC.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, you guys are right with the AI. I think it'll be used as a tool more than just actually creating the music. Because if you think about it, at what point do you stop calling yourself a musician? If you give a weightlifter a power suit, at what point do you stop calling him a weightlifter? I think there's always going to be that 51% personal musician aspect, and maybe up to 49%. But anything other above 51%, you're an automator. I don't think you can call yourself a musician at that point, because now you're having robots, do your work. But that's just my 2 cents. I feel like if me personally, or my artists, they can't call themselves, a rapper if they're not writing, the raps, or if they're not flowing their own shit. Um, but that's just my opinion. Is you on a personal level, what would you call? When would
Oh,
you
did he
stop
get
calling
rugged or is
yourself?
that just me?
When would you call
Oh, there he
yourself? When
goes.
would you stop
Nah, he's
calling
good.
yourself a musician? I think.
What was that a question, OC? You said at what point would you stop calling yourself a musician?
Yeah, yeah. If you're using AI, to do all of your music.
Well, like I said, I'm when it comes to rapping, like I think R&B might a real true artist. I feel like a real true artist writes their music, but I get it. You got signed artists that you gotta make this money off of an artist. It's all about what gimmick you could bring to the game. So I feel like with your question, it can be answered in certain categories. If you like mainstream, like man, a lot of these folks ain't really artists. You know what I'm saying? This shit has become such a business to
I
where
agree.
you gotta. It's about your look. What gimmick? What weak ass or strong ass gimmick can you bring? Your sound, your look, all of that shit. And it ain't even about the artistry no more. You got ghostwriters and a whole team doing the shit for you. But if you're an independent artist, it's like, all right, why would you? Why would you even go on your budget to pay for all of that shit when you independent? You already gotta handle mixing and mastering. You gotta do promotion. You gotta do all of that shit. And so it's like it's
See,
it's it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I don't
that's
even think I
where
can answer it.
that's where I would, myself personally, that's where I would use AI, is on the marketing. Is where can my music really pop? Where's my audience? That's, the music side. As creators, I feel, it's, to some comes naturally, versus the business side and the marketing side, where people got to research. Oh, how am I gonna pop off? Oh, now I have to learn TikTok. I have to learn Instagram. I have to learn advertising. So if AI is able to do that for you in music, then that's just a whole, you know,
50% of the job, because music industry, music is probably like less than 50% of what you actually need to do in order to be successful. But
Facts.
that's where I would see myself using AI and still keep it creative with the music side on my end.
Facts, and I'm 100% with you. I would use that shit to fully load my marketing campaign because Lord knows that shit would do it better than any of these fake ass friends or people who say they supporting you.
That's
It would do that shit. It would do that shit way better than them.
So then it becomes an issue of using AI to do demographics and so on for the type of music that you're putting out there. Yeah.
that's true because it could happen that like someone just fakes the numbers now because yeah they could they're really good with the back end stuff so they could just fake the numbers and get like a whole lot of fake people to like listen to your songs and to get the numbers up. So yeah, it is another aspect to look at that AI can be used for all these crazy things in like the music industry. But for sure the marketing aspect, I would definitely make use of that. I'll take advantage of AI for that because yeah, it is kind of hard to actually get market yourself and be focused on the music because you really want to like focus more on like the craft and stuff instead of like just the marketing because we tend to think like if it well I do think like this sometimes like yo the right people are gonna find out about the song at some point so let me just carry on working on the craft instead but yeah you do need a market though.
And you said something that clicked like, man, you don't know if these people are. You can have the AI do that, but you don't know if these people are like genuine fans, like or like an organic build up. You know what I'm saying? Like a real grassroots build up for you because it's AI. Like because people are using the AI to get followers and do certain things to make it look like what it is, but on the surface, you ain't really got no fans. You just cheated and got all of them numbers. Is that wouldn't that count as AI too?
It
Yeah.
definitely that way, but I think that because music is what it is, like for instance, as a visual artist, it's harder. It would be harder for me and people like us to get people to actually see our work. You
Hmm.
guys, people could be walking around someplace and the music, your music is playing outside somewhere, and somebody's hearing it, and they might either come to you or they might hear it again. So there's the chances of you guys spreading your craft is much greater, I would think, and easier than the visual artists because yours is heard and people are in different areas where they could actually hear it. Now, in order for me to sell mine, I have to post it somewhere in order for people to see it. Then they got
Hmm.
to know the backstory of it, this, that, and the other, before they might even consider buying it. Your music, once you listen to the words and or the beat, the person is either going to be hooked or they're going to say, fuck that. So your chances of success is way greater than mine. Then that's just my personal perspective, but I think that going back to the idea of just doing your thing. Yeah, in certain situations you present your music and so on, but you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you keep playing it or have it played in certain areas. The chances of your success, I think, is going to be much faster than the visual artist.
Man, you said a mouthful. You got to keep going. Like I never thought about stopping doing music, but I know within the midst of me just keep of my going and going. Like when I met Too Cold, I was doing I was about to drop an album with a coworker of mine. We made music together. We was about to make our third album in about 2 years. We was on a roll talking about things that he liked to talk about, which was completely opposite. But um we kind of had a roadblock with dropping our album, and I was making music. Then I met Too Cold in November, and it's like, oh my god, I can make I can make a song about XR Doge, and then one of my friends was like, man, you need to tap into this market. You need to tap into that. You just need to keep making XR Doge music. So that's what I did, and I kept, and it just kept going and going. I didn't think I was going. I didn't. Well, I kind of seen it when Tuco was like, "Man, that's gonna be the song that's gonna do this and that." I seen it, and I was like, "Okay, I got to keep my foot on the pedal," and now I just got to
Oh,
keep going. What happened? What happened,
I'm
Tuco?
gonna I'm gonna NFT that. I got it saved somewhere too. That same tweet. I don't think it's a tweet. I think it's a message I sent you. I said XR Doge is gonna be what sends you. You remember that?
Yeah, I
I said
remember it.
XR
Yeah,
Doge is gonna be what sends you. And it may not have took off, right? Like, but that could be taken any way, right? Just as you're explaining,
yeah,
you did that song, and now you're getting more support and more exposure than you were doing it before you started speaking about XR Doge or crypto the way you are on all the projects on the ledger. So my words still stand true. XR Doge did send you.
yeah, and I kept, I kept going, and I'm gonna continue to keep going. It's like you can't stop. It's future. I love Future. He got this one song. If you knew what it took, hard work, don't stop, keep going. That's one of the songs that I just love. It's just like a motive. You got everybody got their motivational track. If you stop, then everything else around you stop. If you stop that passion, like I was a big basketball player in high school. I had to stop playing basketball because I had to work, but in the midst of me trying to move up, I couldn't stop playing ball. I can't you can't stop doing what you're passionate about. If you stop, then everything else around you stop. If you don't care, nobody else gonna care. You gotta put value on what you got going on, or nobody else gonna put value on what you got. Period. Like, and that's and it continues to resonate with me every single day. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just this is not even for musicians. This is for everybody who's doing anything in whatever they do. You can never, if you're passionate about whatever you're doing, you got to continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? And something will come out of it. Whether within you, it don't got to be materialism like money, but as long as you happy, as long as it bring happiness out of you, you know what I'm saying? That's what matters.
You know, I appreciate that because as a visual artist for many years, I had stopped and started, and and I keep finding this drive to keep going back to it. It like won't leave me alone. So now I'm here after meeting up with you guys, and it's like, holy shit, I can do this now. Because the focus is different, the experiences are different, and the other thing too, like having certain experiences that seem like it derails you from your path. Don't worry about it. Just go down that path for a minute, and eventually you just might get back to what it is that you're really passionate about, and more likely you will. But you just got to allow yourself to go through whatever it is that you're going to go through. That's going to take you off because it's going to show you some things that you probably didn't consider. So the
Mhm.
journey as an artist and as a human being, um, it can be amazing. Just don't fight it.
Right, and you gotta be open to constructive criticism because everybody's not gonna support you,
What?
but just because that person is not supporting you don't mean that they your hater either. They might just be telling you the truth. Like you got to know your personnel. You got to know your personnel. Know the people that surround you, and don't let them get to you. You got to. That's one thing. They don't even got to be your team. It's just your personnel, like the people you associated with. Like and that shit get deep with like astrology. You might want to know. You might want to know what's going, like how this person really is, so it don't affect you and your drive to get to where you going. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
always followed the people who like stay true to themselves, and those are the people like that I'm gonna support, and I'm gonna be there for their entire journey. It's like when I find artists I like, I wanna go through that entire journey with them. So they're never really alone, but that's because they were staying true to themselves and just staying on their path. I mean, if you want to have like if you want to just have that one and done track, like you could use the AI, put a bunch of marketing dollars to it, and you could have AI produce your entire track. You might have that one hit that makes you rich, but then you're gonna have a fake ass following for the rest of your life.
Hey, I want to say something about that one hit shit. So you got you got certain artists that came did, got one or two hits, and they go on tour for the rest of their life doing that. I was having a conversation with my with one of my friends, and I got I'm not trying to toot my own horn or whatever. I got a lot of songs right now on the XRPL, and I used to go by this mantra like quality over quantity. Well, I
Yep.
think that shit is whack. I think quality over quantity is whack. I do think you should have quality, but quantity over quality. The more that you put out is the more that people can find. I could have XR Doge and motherfuckers know me for that, but I got a million other songs where that come from. And if you don't, and if you never met Lemmy a day in your life, and never knew nothing about me, you could have a whole database to go tap into my music because I got the quantity of music there for you to go tap in to my artistry to who get a picture of who I am. So it's just I'm just piggybacking off what Crypto Mouse said. I
Yeah.
don't I don't I don't my following will be real. It will bounce off on
To
people
this
like
day,
people. Go ahead, my bad.
to this day, I listen to crappy old shit that I don't think I would ever even recommend to anybody, or just like it's just shit that I bump on my own because I have a connection to that artist from the beginning, you know. So it's like
Exactly.
I can listen to their shit all day because I can always relate to it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
what I think. I feel like what Lemmy's saying is right though. Having quantity is important, but I see it in this aspect that like it's better to keep making mistakes, trying out new things, experimenting, and like that's how you create quantity, and you will end up finding that that sound that fits you, that best fits you, and that you can go to, because like there's so many artists that you can identify based on their sound, especially like even producers like Metro Boomin. You can identify his beats from afar. You can identify a Kanye West beat. You can identify Russ's music because he kind of sticks to his sound because he found his formula. And like if you keep making quantity, you will end up making quality music with ease, because it's all about the experience you gain from all the songs you make, even if it
I think
sounds bad. You have
I
to
think
do
the
that.
followers want to go through that journey with you.
Yes, exactly. There's an audience that follows you through that journey, and they'll be like, okay, I actually heard him when he was attempting to, try this new sound singing. He was trying to sing, and like at first it wasn't that good, but now I'm seeing that he's doing it really well. There's those, like, you experience the journey, and it makes people like relate to you more, and because it's more intimate, that they experiencing all the trials and errors that you've gone through.
So I got a story to say, but before I say the story, this don't only apply to music. It applies to everybody. If you could be a goddamn artist, you could be a contractor, you could be a gate agent, like how I am at the airport. Like, just keep, just the thing, your formula. You Once you believe in your formula, you tapped into your formula and you perfected your craft. Then you can be a trash rapper. You can be what somebody considers a trash rapper, but once you perfected your craft and you got it to the point where you making a lot of money or you happy and comfortable with what you did, then the shit don't really matter what anybody else think. And then you got that core following, you good. But I want to say a story. Me and Kamikaze been working on some music, and y'all gonna hear this song later on in the thing. And Kamikaze was like, "Man, I think we should get a singer for this song." So I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What the
Ah,
fuck? No!" I'm like, "Nigga, you tripping, bro?" Like, and I get it because where we're at in America, my wife is from Ghana, Kamikaze from Africa, and I butt heads with my African brothers and sisters on this, or even people who's used to like traditional music, traditional singers, like we are, who all of us who listen to hip hop in America. You got artists like Max B, Ja Rule, 50 Cent. Those artists who was like, they get melodic on beats. They can't sing word for damn, but they get melodic on beats, and it kind of goes back into to the slavery aspect, or even pirates when they were singing ballads on the ship, or people just or homeless man, or you could be singing in the shower, goddamn, and you think that you hitting the highest notes, and you think you sounded like Whitney Houston or Usher, but there's this thing where we think that we gotta be singers, and we don't have to. If you sound good on the track, you sound good on the track. And I thought Kamikaze nailed it, and I was like, no, bro, you can't. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. So it's like, you know, and I'm being real with him. So it's like I'm we're all gonna see it. It's just tapping into it's almost it's that it's you guys are seeing comic. You're gonna see his growth as a musician when you hear this song. It's me meeting Kamikaze. I'm seeing his growth as a musician, hearing him sing. Somebody might have not approved of it. Somebody might have gave him a hard time about it. But I'm here to reassure him, like, yo, that's hot. And I was like, yo, send it to Tuco. I bet Tuco gonna tell you the same thing. I'm not here to lead you astray. So that's all a part of the growth. We and us wanting to see you win. It's almost like the voting mechanisms of these coins when they had a community vote. Like, we voting for you to sing on this song, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need you to do that.
I know you were
Right.
gonna story up. Knew you were gonna bring that story up. But yeah, I really appreciate that, bro. Like, it does make a difference and it does help me. Like, I appreciate you for actually like telling me, yeah, we will stick to you, because like, yeah, man, it's good to explore. But yeah, I do agree. Yeah, it is something that artists do, especially myself. Is like, yo, we skeptical about what we make, to an extent that, like, okay, we tend to brush it off, but it is art. That's the whole point of art. At the same time, is to actually risk everything in order to, you know, engage or grow, engage with the audience, because the audience, you're supposed to challenge the audience instead of, please them. And that's one thing I learned from Kanye West's album Yeezus. Yeezus was a one album that inspired me to like explore more than just the standard sounds of music, and conform to what's there, So Yeezus was definitely an album that was ahead of its time. It still is ahead of its time, because like a lot of people still don't understand that album, and it's already it's already in my books as one of the greatest, because yeah, he experimented. He could have made a traditional Kanye West album, but he decided no, he's just going to do what he wants to do and give us something new. And he does say it in the intro with on site. He does have that sample where he says, we will give them what they need, but it may not be what they want. So
Hmm.
it, it, it already us like, yo, man, I'm giving you this to make that happen. Like, you just risk it all and do that with art. So yeah, I do agree. Yeah, man. Like, shout out for that. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna, keep risking it. It does not matter. As an artist, you need to grow.
Facts, fact. Question
Yep.
about the
Gotta
Yeezus. Oh, my
gotta
bad.
risk it for the biscuit. You feel me? Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Oh,
And that I don't mean. Hold on. Let
oh
me
no,
let me
go ahead,
get
go ahead,
this.
Tuco. You got it.
So with being an artist, right? I'm not an artist as far as musically, whatever. I do get told. I have been told. Me hosting these spaces is in some type of way I'm an artist, right? Because not everybody can host a space as I do, right? And that's why I'm starting to take it like real serious and get things a bit more organized and bring way more to the table than just the cookouts, right, on a Sunday. And so with that being said, like, if you're a musical artist and you know what type of music you're good at or that you feel you're good at, right? It's, you don't go around asking the crowd, "Hey, I'm a rapper. Do you think I should make a country song? Do you want to hear me make a country song?" Like, that's not for your audience to decide for you. That's for you to decide as an artist and see if your fans are receptive to it, right? And if they not fucking with it, they not fucking with it. But there's people who are, who might like it, right? So like as an artist, I mean, it's cool to ask someone's opinion and get that criticism, but I've had people fucking ask like like what they should do about their music. Like I'm not the artist. Like just put it out. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Like like you're not, as Kamikaze say, you're not going to please everybody. But when you force something and you're not true to what it is you're doing, and it's really not your lane, and you're really not comfortable doing that shit, you can tell. And that's what we call being a fucking culture vulture. Like you're trying way too fucking hard to fit in this lane, and I don't like that fake shit. So I'm definitely not listening to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta, as an artist, you just do you, and your true fans and crowd and supporters are going to find you and respect what you do and how you do it.
Facts.
I think too that being an artist, especially like you said, to call culture vulture, those people, they really don't know themselves, and they're trying to find something to be popular with the society that they're in. So for those of us that want to do the right thing, we want to be professional about it. We want people to like it because we're putting in the quality, we're putting in the work, and we have the experience behind what it is that we're doing. Our work is going to speak for us automatically, and you just got to be confident enough that, hey, this is a reflection of who I am as an individual and as a creator. This is what I'm going to put out there, and I know people are going to like it. It's just a matter of me getting it out there as an individual into in front of the people. Unlike you guys, you got to get it out there so that people can hear it. I got to get it out there so people can see it. So anyway, as creators, you got to be confident in what it is that you're feeling passionate about. Or if it's an idea, it's like, oh, maybe I can do that. Well, explore it, see what happens. See how you're going to feel going through the process um, of either people not liking it, being rejected. Like, for instance, there's a gallery down here that I've been trying to get into for the last 8 years or so. And they keep looking at me like, well, keep doing what you're doing. You'll be okay. That kind of shit. And I'm like, okay, all right, all right, all right. So I keep doing what I do. And it's not what they've said to me didn't stop me. It didn't shut me down. One of them did kind of fuck me up for a minute, but I was like, fuck it. That's their opinion. That's okay. They're where they're at. I can still get to where I want to go. I just don't know the exact path that I'm going to go to get there, but I know I'm going to get there. So it's just having that knowing and confidence to say, I know my shit is good. I know I'm good. So I just got to work at doing what I need to do, as well as be able to learn how to share it with the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's for you, Uncle Neil. Like you keep saying, you're a visual artist. So yeah, because being like a painter and stuff before technology, right? The visual artists weren't really able to get their work to reach worldwide, right? Unless they were a well-known artist. Like is the grind is definitely a lot harder, right? Because it was back then, it was a lot harder to share that type of art. But now is like you just said, it's you have to learn the technology of today and use it to your advantage, because your art now is your time to shine as a visual artist, because that's Uncle Neil.
Sorry.
Because now is your
I had to get you, right? I had to get you, but that was on accident for real.
now is your time to shine. Now is the visuals artist's time to shine, right? And not, I mean, it's everybody's time to shine, but especially a visual artist, right? Because what is the craze that's going on in crypto right now? It's NFTs, right? And yeah, for right now, the hype is everybody's trying to say, well, what's your utility? What is it going to do? Can I get more coins, or can I get this if I buy the NFT? But then there are also people, and I think it within time it's gonna start weeding out that art is art, right? And people who are really into art are going to start not caring about the utility behind art if it's made apparent that this is just art, whether you like it or you don't. Like, this is an NFT for you to get a NFT frame in your house and hang it up. Now, when you want to sell it further down the line, great. But for right now, this is art. Like, and it's believing in that art and that artist, right? And holding it. And if the idea is to flip it, somebody investing in art should already know that art isn't going to be flipped in 2 months. Art takes years to get more appreciated, right? To bring more value to it. So, like for me, I know there's certain NFT projects that it's like, oh, okay, like I really don't like the art, but okay, I'll get this because it does that, right? But then I'm more of a, if I really fuck with the art, I don't care about what the fucking utility of it is. Like it's dope. Like, I appreciate art, and I will hold this motherfucker and wait for Uncle Neil's name to be fucking spread all across the internet. And should I decide to sell it, then I know I've made my money off of flipping the NFT and just being able to hold it and appreciate it throughout the years. But I don't expect to just be like, I don't know. I'm an investor. Like, I'm not a trader. I don't want to. So, but it's definitely the visual artist is time to shine, because everybody's, if your art is dope enough, is people are gonna retweet it, repost it, send it here, send it there. So it's definitely, you just, for you, Uncle Neil, you got to learn how to navigate through all these apps and how to get yourself exposed. And we're getting you there, slowly but surely. We are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
speaking of
appreciate you guys. I just want to say this real quick. I appreciate you guys 1,000%. I mean, we like family. We have our moments. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely respect that, because it also helps me to know, not so much that I don't know everything, but everybody's different. And at 61 years old, you can't fight everything. So for me, it's like, take a step back, see what the fuck is going on, see what I brought to the situation, or that particular situation, and move on from there. And when you can look at yourself objectively, you can then address your personal issues and then be okay and move on. I just don't like to stay stuck in shit that's not profiting me, whether it's emotionally or otherwise. So that's all I want to say. But thank you guys.
Yeah, no stress. But like, speaking of NFTs, right? I think that the NFT space is like a you can have like two types of art mixed in one, or even more than two types of art like mixed in one. Because you can have the visual, you can have the audio aspect, and then like you speak on the visual aspect, you can have just a picture, and you can also have like a video embedded with it. So like um this NFT space is definitely here to stay for like artists and build artists in more than one way, because now the consumer also has more value than just having this one medium. Because I think of NFTs as merch, more as like having like a cassette, or like a vinyl, or those rare merchandise that we get now, that used to be the mediums we listen to music in. Like so I feel like this NFTs in terms of music, broadly in terms of music, could be big, and it will be big, because now you get to hold on to something more than just the song. You own it for a lifetime now. It's just like having a CD, but digitally now. Um, though we did have that, but like it's for a lifetime, and you can share it with people, and the artist actually gets royalties through that. That's the most important thing. Like spreading it around now will help the artists get more out of their work. So I'm actually in support of every type of art that's in this space. This is a revolution, and this is like the evolution of the internet. We're transitioning to a new web version now. Like Web 3 is the new the new thing, and we're really early in the space. So take watching it grow, we're gonna be feeling like those fans, seeing it grow and become this big thing where like it's bigger than what we actually thought. It's bigger than all of us now. And I just feel like, yeah, we just need to keep going. Like now we have a new medium of art. We need to take advantage of it and make use of it to the best of our abilities. So yeah, as an artist, the this new space, the NFT space, is something we all have to get into, because it is where we're going. Though we there's many people who are still skeptical, and really doubting what NFTs are. They already have this, this bad. They have this bad view and a bad a stigma against like NFTs already, just being like a picture and it has no value, and like people are rugging each other. But it's more than that. I do feel like even if a project does get rugged and the NFT has no value, I feel like in future it will have value, and we're gonna be using NFT pictures uh, for more than just holding it and looking and admiring it. We're gonna be using it as maybe like Google Images. You probably have to buy like now that NFT to actually use it in work and stuff like that. That's what I feel like we're gonna get to. As well as you can't just download this picture for free anymore on the internet. Though like um there's gonna be cheat codes and ways to get through things, because there always is in terms of art. There's always a way to for people to like knock off or take things from us. But um the whole aspect of NFTs, I feel like it is something bigger than us, and we do have to see that it is going to be one of the best mediums around now.
I, to add to what you were saying, NFTs basically is a way for, I'm going to put it, it's basically a way for a system to get people to onboard value. So whether that value is in a piece of art or a piece of music or clothing or a house, because everything is going to be tokenized at some point. So now we're getting into the habit of making things or of taking things of value, putting it on the internet. We're either selling it or whatever the case may be. But these things are now going to be, for lack of a better term, um, tracked. So if somebody buys an NFT, everybody knows who owns it. If somebody sells a house, everybody knows who owns it. Or better yet, the information can be easily tracked to find out who owns it, what it was sold for, and so on and so on. So this is just an early stage of all of humanity going digital. And I venture to say that again, with the NFT space, is as what it is. The real estate market is getting involved. Other businesses are getting involved. Because again, being able to track things on the blockchain minimizes theft, minimizes loss, minimizes a whole bunch of other shit, that we might not be aware of, but this thing will straighten all of that out. That's all I'm going at. But thank you.
Yeah, it's just a new time, and we're all just adjusting. And like I said, we're all pioneers here. And as this thing explodes, we're we're all educators of this space. It may not feel like it now, even the people who don't get on the mic, whatever, but we are educators because we're here already. And for the people that's going to be coming, who are they going to turn to, right? They're even the people closest in your personal life. They're going to turn, since they knew you were involved in it years ago and they weren't interested in it back then. they're going to come asking you questions because now they're ready to receive the information. So yeah, we're just like we're positioning ourselves to be in a place, a part of history. And many people may not know about us down here, right? Because we don't have the numbers or the big names attached to us, and we're still, quote unquote, little people. And as this place explodes, and especially the XRP ledger, and more major names get drawn to it, they're going to be acknowledged for it, right? But we know we know down here day in and day out where to send true where to send beginners, period. Like, karma space. Like, you want to go over there and learn like financially and like the Wall Street type aspect of crypto, you go to karma space. You know what I'm saying? You want to have talk about NFTs and the blockchain and art. On a Wednesday, you go to Mint NFT space. Like, we know where to send people and the resources that they should look into, right? And we're not going to be using the big names attached to it. Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg got on the XRP ledger. Go check his page out, but he ain't talking about shit. He ain't educating about the ledger. He's not helping people learn what all this really is, right? He's just the eye catcher of it and bringing in the attention to it. So yeah, and with that being said, let's go into our type of vibe. I feel we've been chit chatting for quite a bit, and it's been some very good conversation, very good questions brought up, and all that. So, with that being said, we let y'all know that on these Thursdays, you will hear some exclusive music, some exclusive blockchain hip hop music that you won't hear anywhere else, and you will hear it here first. Then it will be dropped. I don't know when later when they decide to drop it, but they gonna let y'all. They gonna let us bless our ears with this. So Kamikaze and Lemmy put this track together. It's called New Stage. So let's go. Go on ahead, Lemmy. Drop down on them, bro. You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay, while he's getting his life together.
Oh
OC,
no, no,
bro.
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
ready. I was talking. My mic wasn't on. My bad. I was, I was
Uh,
talking to a brick wall.
All right, here we go. Let's roll into it. This is New Stage by Lemmy and Kamikaze.
All right, Kamikaze, did you want to say anything about this track? I
Yeah.
can go ahead and say something about it first. Um, Kamikaze produced it. Sent it to me. And it's Kamikaze has a different sound. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was expecting me to adapt to it, but I adapt well to my surroundings. But I think it came out dope. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Kamikaze, got anything? Oh yeah, shout out to Loopy. Shout out to Loopy. He in the room.
Yeah, we get.
Big time
Yeah,
XRPL.
we
Big
gonna
time
get
XR.
all.
Oh my bad.
We gonna get him up here in a minute. Like, yeah, we gonna get right back in the conversation after we hear the music. I just think we need a musical break.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Go ahead, Kamikaze.
So so me and Lemmy just decided, yeah, to carry on making music off the Sonar Muse track. And yeah, we just decided, okay, let me also sing some of my beats so that he at least gets to explore my world as well. And you know, at least I get a bit of his world in mine too. So this song was inspired by the video games and the NFT games on the XRPL. So yeah, it's a tribute to all of the games that we could mention. So it's called New Stage. We're basically on a new level, new stage in this blockchain space, in this music space, in the internet space. So this is a song that we cooked up. So
For
yeah,
sure.
I appreciate that. shout out to Lemmy, and yeah, this is new stage.
For sure. New stage. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
We're really unstoppable, like anti-heavy, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible. We're really unstoppable, like anti-heavy, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible. LMFT, not OpenC, XRP, no ETH, ISO, get some more, key, go that dough, crime mob, I ain't no joke, rockin' assalamu alaikum, Tezos, bacon, proof of stake 'em, combat cane rain, monkey, won't diddly D, Donkey Kong, swinging on trees, Australopithecus, go look at the images, need light photosynthesis, I'm Hodl man, we the Hodl clan, I'm Barnum and Bailey, it's Corgi Circuit got me wavy, super ego con when I'm in Niger, SEC can go suck a vagina, CSC got me beefing, prime and generational wealth, my mind state, A-Skate, that's X-Blade, A-Dragon like Piccolo Goku, Amazon Fire, I don't do Roku, equilibrium, equal to soul food. We're really unstoppable, like MTM, we're untouchable, life is a game, not fungible, we pay to earn, living comfortable, we live and learn from what we do, we turn our L's to W's, we level up, we're above you, we level up, now possible, we're really unstoppable, like MTM, we're untouchable, life is a game, not fungible, we play to earn, living comfortable, we live and learn from what we do, we turn our L's to W's, we level up, we're above you, we level up, now possible. Hop in the scene like combat candy. Can't touch this like MC Hammer. Punchline after line, I got the stamina, so let's go. I go key. That means I'm banana blasting and monkey fly than anyone, cause I got SEC rings. I'm how you can touch me. My bag is secure in the casino lobby. Dreading I saw me getting some thotties. VIP game, I'm pimping like Scotty. I hold them on, my funds are evolving, yeah. Now I'm chilling with some eggs, 40s. Those are some baddies who are really 40s. So tell me what's the story, shorty. In-game coin block, my reality, oh man. And you fight it to torment, I can escape. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to raise the stakes. Dragon Knights, I'm spitting these flames. Play to earn with XRP games. Your life is lame, we ain't the same. My life will never ever be the same. We're really unstoppable, like anti-heavy, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W's. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible. We're really unstoppable, like MCM, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W's. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible.
Yeah, that reminds me of getting into some video games. That's for sure. You feel me? So I definitely felt that vibe that you said, Kamikaze, to pay tribute to all the video game projects on the ledger. Like, yeah, that's a dope vibe. I was
Whoa,
feeling
whoa,
that. I
whoa!
like
That
that.
was fucking fire,
Hey, shout out to Lemmy, man. Like, yeah, he just brought it on
bro.
to
He
me. Like,
murdered
yeah.
that beat, bro. That beat was fire, and then his fucking lyrics just came hard.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good song.
Ma-
It's a good song. It's fire.
Yeah, so with that being said, like as far as Kamikaze and Lemmy goes, as far as their artistry, right? Just like anything else, if you support them, give them a follow. You feel me on their YouTube channels. I don't think Kamikaze has YouTube. Because I grabbed. So I put the stuff. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I put the stuff up on the jumbotron. Like go tap in and go follow they platforms while where they can get they music heard out, right? Around me, even though I don't deal with people really no more. But anyways, I know that I speak a lot through music. Like I can I can tell somebody how I'm feeling through music. I could like speak through music and not ever have to speak to somebody and just send a song and be like, just listen to this, right? So, in my opinion, if you're trying to get somebody interested into crypto or just even pique their interest, Lemmy has hella tracks on YouTube and on all his streaming platforms that it can be a wave of introduction to somebody. If you know somebody likes hip hop, or it's a type of a song that you feel somebody might, send it to them. You know what I'm saying? And then they might ask you, what was he talking about? What is that? And because he's dropping a whole bunch of gems and a whole bunch of game in his music, and so is Kamikaze. Like they're both dropping gems in their music, and that's what it's about, right? That's how we're trying to use this hip hop as an educational platform to open the dialogue and be the icebreaker of people hearing a song and being like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, what he said, something about XRP and a Zum wallet. Like, what the fuck? I heard of XRP, but I ain't never heard of no Zum wallet. So spread that shit around. You know what I'm saying? Help them. We're not believers in numbers, as far as we want these numbers because we want the attention, but we know in order for the music to start catching attention, the numbers have to be up there. So if you really fuck with them and support them, throw them a follow and sub to their platforms, because to the people that are number attracted to everything, it's gonna be eye catching to them. Like, oh, who is this? They got, you know 10,000 followers. I've never heard of this. And they might start digging through some shit and learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know what would sound really good with like Kamikaze on the beat and Lemmy on the tracks. The project that I'm thinking about right now is X Shrooms.
Oh, extras, yeah.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Boy, the
Yeah, yeah,
extras.
extra was, yeah, that would be hard.
Damn, bro. That means we
Hey, I got
have
a
to make
question.
some trippy track for sure.
Yeah, because like X Shrooms is inspired from Mario, like, so it's already kind of got that game vibe to it, dude. If you guys threw something together for that, that'd be sick.
Hey, Lemmy, I got
Yeah,
a
we
question for Lemmy
definitely.
and shit, what, Kamikaze. What would y'all like to see, or yet, based on the things that y'all have done within the community? How, at this point, do y'all want the community to respond?
Go ahead, you can go
Yeah,
first.
okay. Let me put it this way:
Okay.
you put a lot of effort in promoting, right, or some effort in promoting.
Is he getting rugged?
Yeah, see, I thought it was me. I was about to switch phones. You're getting
Nah,
rugged,
but
Uncle Neil.
he don't got to say nothing else. I get I get what he's saying. So at this point, to answer Uncle Neil's question, what does he
All
want?
about.
Did he say what he want the community to do, or what? What? Huh? Say it
I
again.
think, yeah, I do think he was asking like, what do we um expect the community to do from
Oh, come on.
there's not much that I would actually want the community to do, but like to engage in the music at least, as long as they feel something and they yeah, as long as they feel something and they get something from it, then that's all they need to do. From my point, all they need to do is just engage and digest what I have to put out. And if they feel nothing, or if they feel something, then I did my job. I did what I needed to do. I invoked something in them. So from there, that's all I need to do. I just need to keep pushing and giving out what I have to the community, and they just need to keep digesting. That's the only way I feel like they can support me and support us.
Well, I think that the community, stay real. But when you talk this blockchain music on the XRPL, you know, I think that our names have to be included in some type of conversation. Cause I'm not the first artist on the XRPL by any stretch. I'm not the first rapper. Like I said, I came into this game watching XRP Chiz, and he's a musician. I seen XRP Bags, they're musicians. I'm not necessarily riding their wave or nothing, but I've done a lot more music than both of them combined. I think XRP music than both of them combined at this point, and I'm rapping about the XRP ledger. I can't really say the same for them. What I can say is that I'm somewhat disappointed because I came in the game watching XRP Chiz talk about XRP, but he don't dig deep with the XRP ledger. So I'm somewhat disappointed. I don't have to watch him no more because now it's like I done took his information and I made my own. I kind of made put my own stamp on it and met all of these great people. So it's like that's all I'm saying. Like if you're gonna talk XRPL blockchain music, I feel like you got to talk about Sonar Muse and then you got to talk about XRLemi, XRLemi. So I would just say give respect where it's due. I'm not telling you that you got to like us, but there's some respect that has to be given here for what we've done. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're helping build blocks here. Like that's all I can say. You don't have to promote us. You don't have to do anything. The work is going. The name of my label is called the Triangular Trap Tsunami for a reason. My wave is never gonna stop. Like you might think, just when you thought I was one dimensional or all I say is whoa in my music or this and that, blah blah blah. I'm gonna come with some crazier wave and it's gonna drown the haters. It's gonna drown the haters. I put my money on that. I put money on myself about that. So you don't really have to promote anything. I'm more concerned about the generational wealth aspect of all of this. I don't care about the fame.
Yeah, like we're not asking for, like, trying to force nobody to promo nothing, right? Like he said, he's not the only, Kamikaze's not the only, and they're not the first, but they're here in the community day in and day out. Like every weekend, all week long, they're here. The other artists that let me name, Chiz, Bags, I think I'm following them, and I don't see them making music about the ledger. Yes, they make music about XRP, the father of the blockchain, but we're down here, right? We're investing in all of this shit, and we we need to learn about it, right? Like it's not just about XRP at this point. There's so much more going on XRP. And like Lemmy said, you got to give respect where respect's due. You don't got to like it. Shit, motherfuckers don't like me, and I don't give two fucks. But I know for damn sure motherfuckers respect me and my grind, because you can see me in two rooms at one time, in looking up at your Twitter spaces, and I get hit in my DM like, "Are you in here too?" Yep, I'm in here, and I got my call going up over there. Or I'm not even hosting a call, but yeah, I'm listening to this one over here in one ear and this one in the other ear. And then you got people in the calls and they're on Discord too, and I'm in the Discord too. I'm in three places at one. Like I'm all over the fucking place. You feel me? So you don't gotta like it, what we doing, how we doing it. It's not everybody's flow, everybody's style, right? It's we, like I keep specifying, we are hip hop culture. Hip hop culture is used and abused by culture vultures, but we are hip hop culture, so we move differently, and we know we don't get the respect that we deserve, but we know that everybody uses hip hop culture to bring in the numbers that they want. So, like he said, you got to respect what it is that they doing and they bringing to the table, because they are bringing more attention to projects by adding a song and making a song about it just out of love. You feel me? Or if a project hits us up and is like, can you make a song for us? That, it does add value to it. It adds more hype. Look at Mouse. Mouse wants to hear something about X shrooms. You feel me? He was hyped yesterday in a Pixel Apes Robo Club chat after I played the snippet, and he was juiced. It adds more value. So you got to also understand, if projects is hitting us up about making music, like, it's not about, yeah, we all building and we all about community, and it's all about trying to spread the word, but it costs them time and money to make these
Energy.
musics. Yeah, it costs them. So
You
to
that's
expect to be, yeah, expect to be given, a song made, and then there's like no love in return. I mean, yeah, okay, you tweeted it out, cool, but you paying quote unquote influencers to do a retweet tweet giveaway, but you can't throw a little bag at somebody who made a whole song for you or something. You know what I'm saying? There's certain projects that have tried to play us like that, and that music was made for out of love, and they love it, and then they'll use it, but they won't even they won't acknowledge or try to name drop, or give the respect of who the fuck it came from. You feel me? And it's not even about the bag. It's like, okay, like, if you got the file, you can make your own post about it, right? You get off of your official page. You could tag these names and draw attention to that page so that he gets the credit he deserves. Don't try to keep him hidden and say, oh, a song was made, and then just tweet it out and don't acknowledge who the fuck made it. You know what I'm saying? But people gotta understand and respect that as well. Like, we all grinding here. We all in this crypto game to not stay at the bottom. So you gotta respect the hustle. Like, throw a little, if you really like it and it was made not out of request and you want to fuck with it, throw a little bag. You feel me? Like, nobody's asking for, like, I mean, there's services that we offer, right? And that's different from being requested, and then us making the music upon what we feeling like, oh, we really like this project and we want to add, like, well, I want to get hype about this project, let's get the community hype and let's do that. That's how we kind of move, right? And it's just like, I don't know,
I
because
think
if
the thing that you're trying to say is that if things to collab on a project or whatever, show appreciation. I think that goes for
yeah,
anything. If you're asking
there it
somebody
goes,
for
yeah,
something, if you're
just
requesting somebody to help you with something on any level, showing appreciation is a good thing. I mean, that's old school, right? It's human. You show
yeah,
appreciation
but
to
everybody's not made of that nature, and
true.
we know it's very greedy people in this crypto space, right? And that just goes to show us who not to deal with, right? And that's why we're very, very selective on who Lemmy attaches his name to, as far as a song being out there. Like, you see, it ain't just a song about every and any project. Like, he's done his research, I've done my research, and all right, this looks like a good look, and it looks like it would help the situation of where it's at, and get the community buzzing and talking about it. And there's been projects that have hit us up and just ain't, it's like, nah, sorry, can't fuck with you, like, because we don't want our names attached to that, like, we're good. But I mean, yeah, it's appreciation and just respect, because I know damn well any projects that go to hit up XR Chiz and XR Bags, they ain't finna get no free song. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because his name isn't the mainstream name of the XRP ledger, like you still he's an artist still. You still got like come on, bro. Like
I think the other thing too is that people are not realizing, or some of us are coming to realize that there is really a massive amount of abundance amongst all of us. And like you say, on occasions, there's enough here for everybody to eat. When you got people that's in this or these spaces that they got theirs, but they want to try to take yours too. Well, believe me, there's million more than what they're trying to just get. So I think that as an artist, and in protecting your craft and in protecting what you're doing, and like you say, allowing certain people in and keeping other people out, it's okay because it's your project, it's your baby. So you're gonna do what you need to do in order to keep it protected if you care about it that much. So moving forward, I think it's also about sharing resources because we learn a lot, in the course of the time that we've been in these spaces. And giving information is one thing, but I think too, as we give out whatever it is that we're giving, and we're doing it willfully, it's going to come back. Not even looking for it, it's going to come back. So from the approach of, I need to get this from you, I need to get that. Yeah, that could work. Understand? Yeah, depending on how much value you feel you're adding to that project, or how much the time, or you value your time. So you want to, how can I say, balance out the value of your time or whatever it is that you're giving them, and hopefully getting in return. And that could be something that's brought up like right up straight up on the table. You're like, yo, you want me to do this? What can I get from you? Or can I get this from you? Because you understand what their project is about. So you can ask them in reciprocation for something because they're
yeah,
asking you
nah,
for
yeah,
something.
we got it under control. We're not talking about how we need to move with them because that's under control. We talking about what's out there in the atmosphere and what's being done. Like we
Right.
move, we have a solid recipe of how we move and approach things, and it's the
Mhm.
response. So that's what I'm bringing. Like don't get it twisted. We ain't moving like awkwardly, like we handling business when we do things, and
Right.
it's the responsive things. So it's like I
Mhm.
said, it's appreciation. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like just because he ain't bags or chiz, like you still gotta you it's like it's fucking time and money goes into them. Beats ain't free, right?
Right.
Like he
Right.
don't make them beats for free, so like you just expect, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm gonna make a tweet about it. Like, okay, cool. Like that shows us like, okay, you got a whole bag and you do giveaways all day long, but you can't talk, but you liked it and you want it and you want to use it, but okay. So now we know how to move forward with you. You feel me? So there's a difference. But yeah, with that being said, like OC, I know you're in the music game. So Thursdays, as I said, we're gonna keep this going, right? And we got Loopy down there. Loopy's on his computer though. Can you talk, Loopy? DM me if you could talk. Is there a request button? I know he's listening from the computer, so I don't know if he can hit the request button. But Loopy is the producer. Can you cue up the Too Cold song, Lemmy? Loopy is the producer on the Too Cold track, right? And he stumbled in my room way in the very beginning of me starting these space calls. He stumbled in here one night on a hype and came back for like a week straight and was chilling and kicking it with us and telling us his music stuff. And they kept missing each other, him and Lemmy, like in and out the room. They was like they was never in the room at the same time. And then at some point, separately, as they were in the room, they dropped it like, if you guys know anybody who's into music, wants to work together and this and that. So I do what I do, and I fucking, I let them know about each other, and they've been doing their thing ever since. And you know Loopy beat for the Too Cold song, I fucking absolutely love it. Like I absolutely love what he brought to the table on that. And so I'm very thankful for that, and I appreciate you for doing that. He's made a couple other beats as well on Lemmy's catalog that's on YouTube that everybody can stream. So Loopy Nostalgic, is that how you say it? Nostalgia, yeah, down there. Um, so he is a producer in the ATL as well, and he's a very talented guy. It sucks that he can't get on the mic right now, but yeah, run that track, Lemmy.
All right, cool. Yeah, he did he did a lot of producer work. All right, here go the Too Cold track right here. Shout out to Loopy.
Raw and pull up to Two Codes Twitter space call where we keep it real raw and uncut. You know the vibes. All walk in, I learn on. Work.
Hold up. Hey, not only is he a producer, he's singing on the hook too. He sang on this. He's an artist as well. So
That's not
Yeah,
Lupe Fiasco, is it?
I was about to say that too. No, it's not Loopy Fiasco. He's in the
Okay.
room, Uncle Neil. Loopy. He's
Okay.
he's down there on the mic. Loopy.
Okay. No,
I
I
said
see
Lupe.
Lupe. No, when he said Lupe, I
Yeah.
thought you meant Lupe, like
I know.
Lupe,
That's
Spanish.
why it's
Okay,
funny
I
as
got
hell.
it. All right. He's not that guy yet. All right.
You hell, bro.
Pull up to Two Codes Twitter space call where we keep it real raw and uncut. You know the vibes. All walk in, I learn on. We're all things XRPL, what's up? Triangular trap tsunami.
Started on Twitter, my crypto vision. Saw this XR Doge, I was like, what is it? Saw two co-plates at the top, I was like, let's get it. And when I first heard her talk, I thought she was a nigga. She ended up being my nigga. I told her I was a musician, and I could make that XR Doge, whoa, hit. And that's just what I did. Shit was lit. And every time my songs came on, she represented. Whoever needed help with XRP, she could send. She was the XR Doge ambassador for a minute. You know that every success story comes a friend that always turn their back, bro. Hoeing, bro, bitch, that's what they is. Hey, so many people they find my phone, hundreds of dollars to do it all. Never came, in my chain, baby, I'm one when I walk to the phone. If I'm here, I answer the call. People change, they say. I got the whole team lit. Everybody asking where I'm at. Even when I stay same. See like the feeling when I get it fit. Ain't fuck with the bullshit, I keep it legit. XRPL legend, Shawty is a blessing. She'll bring hell to your ass, but you really came from heaven. XRPL rapping, yeah, we up like 7. She was out for 2 weeks, came back with a few trees, one of them was at KM. So we went back in. X-Sticks, limb for limb, surgically dissected, wiped out the infection. Warm up the grill, cook out, we resurrected. I'm talking Uncle Neil, X-rated, Becky Cool, the ocean's waving, Sonar Muse, Magneto, a bro, oh get in my way, we letting no torpedo. Try to angle the trap so hard, I might rock a speed.
What happened?
Oh, what happened? Oh, he got zapped. Oh, there he goes.
I'm staying alive on this ride, learning, laughing, and talking that shit. Not worried about no one else. I stay in my lane. I ain't worried about the numbers of fortune or the fame. Cause I ain't a lane. The sun big enough for everybody to shine. Just respect my shine when we see it's my pocket. She ended up being my nigga. I told her I was a musician. And I could make that extra dough. Whoa, what it is. XRPL legend. Shawty is a blessing. She'll bring hell to your ass, but you really came from heaven. Every time my song came on, she represented. Whoever needed help with XRP, she could send it. She was the XR Doge ambassador for a minute. You know that every success story comes a friend that always turn their back, bro. Hoeing, bro. Bitch, that's what they is.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's the Too Cold song. I got my own song. He wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here it go.
You got your own song there, girl? When?
That
God
shit
damn.
hard. That shit
Uh,
hard.
yeah, I love that shit. That shit be rocking. X love that shit too. He was telling me the other night when we had a chat up. He was telling me the other night. He was like, "Man, I love that fucking song. I was in the car just singing that shit out of nowhere." That yeah, I love that
Yeah.
shit. But yeah. With that said, you feel me? We gonna do this again every Thursday, every other Thursday. Just know this is what the Wake and Bake vibes is gonna be like every time we get on a Thursday at 11 PST time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever time all of the way across the world. I know it's like nighttime. I'm bad at the conversions, even though I know I should be because we in a crypto life and it's like weird hours all the time. But so yeah, OC, come back next week. Bring some music if you can. I don't know if you at work or whatever, but bring some music. Let us hear some of your shit. You feel me? Loopy, get your shit together, bro. Get up off that desktop. We need to get you on the mic. Let us hear a new beat from you or something. You feel me? Let's wake this shit up and be doing what we did today and just kind of kicking it, having a music conversation. We talked about all types of shit in the music lane, as far as even AI being involved in music. That was very new to me, so that's why I was kicking back and trying to pick up what y'all was laying down on that conversation because I don't know nothing about it.
Today was really dope. Next week, whatever y'all come across with in the music game or any thoughts y'all have about music, just make sure y'all bring it to the conversation. Don't be shy. Step up to the mic and do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? It's and then we may come through with a whole category for how we gonna run the show, but for the most part it's organic. So it's all love. Today was really good though.
Oh yeah, there really isn't. So, Leah, like you said earlier, bro, you said once you find your recipe, once you find your formula, stick to it, bro. None of this shit is ever written. I kind of in my head I have an idea of how I want shit to go as far as the cookouts, right? Like I'm gonna let this happen, and then we'll jump into this, and then do that, and then it just goes way left. It don't work like that. Like fuck, we just do what we do, how we do it. You feel me? It is
It's
what it is.
organic. It's
Yeah,
organic.
we let the vibes flow, and we just rock and roll how we do. And so, with that being said, also since y'all know it is music vibes on Thursdays, I want y'all to go check out Kamikaze's catalog, right? I put it at the top. Hit up his YouTube page. Check out Lemmy's catalog. That's at the top as well on the Jumbotron. I want y'all to, do a little bit of homework, catch you some vibes, tune into their music. I want you to DM me your track, and that way we can have a playlist that of certain songs that y'all may want to hear on Thursday by them, you feel me? And then also bring, like I said, bring your own shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. We're trying to explore the music. We want more people involved on the Wake and Bakes. We want more artists to come forward and bring what they got to the table. Let us hear that shit. Like, let us vibe out to y'all shit. You feel me? Um, yeah. Where'd Kamikaze go? Oh, he's having internet problems. Hit the request again, bro. Anybody else want to add to the conversation right now? Because I
Uh,
think
um, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to Crypto Mouse. Shout out to OC. Shout out to X Rated. I know he probably at work. Shout out to Uncle Neil. Everybody in the space. Who that? I see Jamie Faith Art. XRPL out of St. Bart. We'll play the Women in Crypto track next week or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody on the bottom who was listening. Judawan, Gortzilla, Burger, what up? Gabs, you know what I'm saying? Kamikaze, you already know. Bless up everybody, y'all. Hey, we just trying to bring the music. You know, what Kamikaze is doing is major with the Sonar Muse, and I'm glad I'm able to follow suit with him as far as just being a musician and doing my own thing. And y'all just stay tuned because all of this is happening in real time. So we not our feet ain't even set in this XRP the way that people may think it is, or even the way we think it is. It's steadily evolving. So we're gonna evolve with it. We're gonna grow with it. You know, like I said, it's the triangular trap tsunami. The wave will only get bigger. You know, I know tsunamis are known for doing some catastrophic and fucked up things, but this is a musical tsunami, and it's gonna stay that way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to drown nobody literally, but you dig what I'm saying? Y'all get the drift.
Yeah, you gotta catch the wave. Gotta catch that wave, that music wave. But
For sure.
thank you to everyone who came through. We really appreciate you guys coming through and hearing the sound that we bring into the XRPL, the new music. You know, we trying to bring like the sound to the blockchain for sure, and like to spread some education and some wisdom to everybody here. So that said, yeah, shout out to Tuco, shout out to XLemi, shout out to Uncle Neil, Crypto Miles, OC. We really appreciate the questions and the engagement you guys have brought today. For sure, next week we got some more music, we got some more fire coming. We're definitely gonna be working all overtime. We're gonna be working, and I definitely look forward to having you guys on Sonar Muse to like at least explore all the music that is available from independent artists. Um, I was actually shocked to see the amount of people who have sent music, and it's exciting to for you guys to actually experience and hear all the artists that are here available on the ledger. So yeah, appreciate it. We definitely starting something new here every Thursday. We're just gonna catch vibes, gonna enjoy ourselves, you know, listen to music, talk about music, you know, talk about ways music has changed our lives, you know, especially. So yeah, appreciate that. Shout out guys.
For sure, for sure. I see Babe in a Babe on the Moon just dropped in, peeped in, so she's catching the tail end of the vibe. Gabe's I see popped in a little bit late as well. Go ahead, OC, bro.
Thank you, Tuco, for inviting me up. Thank you, Kamikaze, XLemi, Crypto, Uncle Neil. Yeah, thanks for the invite. I'll be here next week. Today I am at work, so I have to sneak into the conference room just to speaking shit. But yeah, I'll bring some unreleased music. It'll be a little bit different, but yeah, that way you guys can check it out.
Oh yeah, for sure. There we go. That's what we're talking about. We rocking and rolling. So for just to end it on a good note and let the new people in the room who weren't able to catch it, you want to run that new stage back one more time, bro, so they could hear it. So this is exclusive, only heard here first. Kamikaze and Lemmy. This is what we doing every Thursday. We bring in wake and bake vibes with the music. We chilling, we vibing to music. This gonna be a music vibe conversation on Thursdays. We could talk crypto included in music. How whatever. Just we just vibing. You know what I'm saying? And we want to bring everybody um and get everybody's music heard who wants to get their music out there as well, because as you heard in the Two Cold song, you feel me, the sun big enough for everybody to shine, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead, drop that, bro.
All right, cool. This that new stage. Kamikaze Lemmy, you already know. Hold up. Hold up 1 second. Let me run it back. Got some interference.
We're free and unstoppable, like NTM, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We pay to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W's. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now bars are full. We're really unstoppable, like NTM, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our L's to W's. We level up, we're above you. We level up, now bars are full. Latina, Open C, XRP, no ETH, ISO, get some more, keep, code that dope, crime mob, I ain't no joke, rockin' assalamu alaikum.
test those fake 'em, proof for sake 'em, combat cane range. Monkey who diddly dee, Donkey Kong swinging on trees, Australopithecus. Don't look at the images, need life photosynthesis. I'm hot on man, we the hotter clan. I'm Barnum and Bailey. It's Corgi Circuit got me wavy. Super Eagle can win, I'm in Niger. SEC can go suck a vagina. CSC got me beefing. Prime, make generational wealth, my mind state. Escape, that's X-Blade. A Dragon like Piccolo Goku. Amazon Fire, I don't do Roku. Equilibrium, equal to soul food.
We're really unstoppable, like MC Hammy, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not budgetable. We pay to earn, live it comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our LCWs, we level up, we're above you. We level up, now boss are cool. We're really unstoppable, like MC Hammy, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not budgetable. We pay to earn, live it comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our LCWs, we level up, we're above you. We level up, now boss are cool. Hop in the scene like combat candy. Can't touch this like MC Hammer. Punchline after line. I got the stamina, so let's go. I go key. That means I'm banana blasting them up. You fly to anyone, cause I got SEC. You name some how you can touch me. My bag is secured in the casino lobby. Trailing nights off me getting some doggies. VIP game, I'm pimping like Stryder. Out of mud, my funds are evolving, yeah. Now I'm chilling with some eggs, cordies. Those are some baddies who are really sporty. So tell me what's the story, shorty. In-game coin got my reality, oh man. Fight is a torment, I can escape. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Raise the stakes, dragon nights, I'm spinning these flames. Play to earn with XRP games. Your life is same, we ain't the same. My life will never ever be the same. We're really unstoppable, like MC Hammer, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We pay to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our LCWs, we level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible. We're really unstoppable, like MC Hammer, we're untouchable. Life is a game, not fungible. We play to earn, living comfortable. We live and learn from what we do. We turn our LCWs, we level up, we're above you. We level up, now possible.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Again, thank y'all for pulling up for the Wake and Bake vibes. We appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the vibes tonight, today. If y'all at work, hope it made work a little bit more pleasurable for y'all. And we gonna bring it back next Thursday. So be on the lookout for that post and make sure you share it if you interested and gonna be pulling up, and let your people know to pull up. Y'all got artists that might want to bring some get their art out there, their music out there. Bring them in, pull them up. We love to hear it, and we're gonna keep the musical conversation going on Thursdays at the 2 code. XRPL Cookout presents the Wake and Bake vibes. You feel me? With XLemi and Kamikaze. We love y'all. Thanks for the support. We up out of here.
Shout out, thank you to everybody who pulled through. Yeah, we're gonna see you next week, and yeah, we hope to keep the vibes going. Enjoy the waves, enjoy the triangular trap tsunami, and enjoy the vibes of the XRP ledger, especially. Yeah, we here to share some music, so yeah, let's bring the vibes to the XRP ledger. I know we early here in the space, especially in terms of NFTs and music on the blockchain, but let's start it and let's be the pioneers here and watch it grow from here. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Looking forward to hearing from the community as well, and yeah, see you next week.
All right. You want to say anything, Lemmy, or we out?
Nah, we out this thing. Later.
All
I'll
right.
catch y'all next week. New
Much
music next
love.
week.
New music. Another Lemmy and Kamikaze exclusive will be here next week. That was one of one. We going two for two next week. Be safe, y'all. We out.